Accra. City 97.3. More variety.
This is the story of Anthony Owusu-Ansah and his delivery business, Shark Express. What started as one man's dream is now a thriving same-day delivery business that serves hundreds of families. Through financing, mentorship, business networks, and market access, ABSA is helping businesses like Shark Express grow, create jobs, build futures, and deliver joy across Ghana. Behind Anthony's success isn't only hard work, it's having the right partner like ABSA. From funding to guidance, ABSA stands with entrepreneurs who dare to dream.
We see your story and we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
You are listening to City 97.3 FM, the city's finest.
There can be no other 97.3. No need to change. Keep it tuned to City. You're number one. Don't look no further. We've got it all covered. City FM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music, talk, inspiration, in perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
City FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
City FM, 97.3.
Above the noise. This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
6:30, 16th June. Hide me in your secret place. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High will abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will take refuge. His truth shall be your shield and your buckler. You will not be afraid of the terror by night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor the destruction that lays waste in the noonday. Intifamisie. Lord, you have been our dwelling place in all generations. Before the mountains were brought forth, or ever you had formed the earth and the world, from everlasting you are God. What a place to be, under the shadow of the Almighty God, the Creator, the one who sustains all things and is sustained by none. Great start to your morning, electrifying your day with positive vibes and words of life. Daughters of glorious Jesus. Starting off with business sense with ABSA, our green finance product is not just about the color, it's about the impact. Saving you real money, whether it's installing solar panels, cutting down your power costs, getting an EV and reducing what you spend getting around, switching to energy efficient equipment, lowering the cost of running your home or business. ABSA Bank can help you finance it all with our green finance loan. Walk into any of our branches and ask about the ABSA green finance loan today. ABSA, your story matters. And we're all happy with the African performances at the World Cup. Cabo Verde.
Cabo Verde.
Showing us that you can play what the Italians call catenaccio.
Hey.
Yeah, it's like the net, the defensive solidity of a World Cup novice against previous champions. Number 2 versus number 6. Not by might, it's not by power. For by strength shall no man prevail.
That is it.
For by rankings or the tippings, it's all about the teamwork. It's all about the energy. Thank you. And Egypt nearly almost
man.
You know, I almost nearly Egypt almost nearly beat Belgium. I almost nearly to beat Belgium. It was just powerful. And then there's also various good African performances all over the tournament.
Solid.
Yeah, so from the sad South African episode of a few days ago, now we have a victory for the Ivory Coast, a draw for Cape Verde against Spain, a draw for Egypt against a Belgium they should have beaten.
Sharp.
And earlier today, we had very interesting games as well, where New Zealand and Iran drew. But I tell you, the African teams have started well. And so we're starting off the newspaper review segment with Fidelity Bank. Switch to Fidelity today and enjoy amazing benefits from lower interest rates, higher loan amounts, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. It's time to switch and smile wider with Fidelity Bank. Call 0800 003 355 or go to fidelitybank.com.gh for more information. Visit our socials, Fidelity Bank GH. It's an interactive morning drive, so we urge you to send us a WhatsApp comment 053 998 6996. Today I'm going to take you back into some very important things. Yesterday I hosted a panel discussion involving experts from the build environment, led by the Fellow of Planning and Distinguished Legal Brain, David Ofosu-Dote. And he outlined some historical issues around our planning. Did you know that the size of Greater Accra is much larger than the size of Greater London?
Serious?
Meanwhile, the number of people in Greater London, almost 10 million, almost double the number of people in Greater Accra, yet they've been able to absorb. Indeed, at every material time, about 1/3 of the people in London are underground. There's also over 27% of their land space in London being used for transportation. Whereas in Accra it's only 14%. So there's a lot to learn from yesterday's highlights. David Ofosu-Dorte, with the president of the planners, president of the architects, executive member of the engineers. We had people from the finance sector, building. Charlie, it was just amazing.
Oh no, it was just.
It was a fantastic
With his
discussion.
alok skiship, you know.
I tell you,
moderating the whole function.
It gave us clarity.
Oh my God.
Clarity.
Yeah. And also fortified some of my points. I can't
Massa, stop. So it's 6:35. So if you go to Channel 1 News online, by the way, Richard Sky is here with Caleb Kuda. I just wanted to read some highlights of our website before they do the newspaper itself. There's a very interesting headline here. It says 10 talking points from the City Business Festival Roundtable on building competitive cities. 10 talking points. Sure. And then there are a few other stories. Ghana is leveraging strong ties with Canada to resolve party visa issue. This is the foreign minister. Meanwhile, Suleiman Brahma says government response to Big Push report is embarrassing and disappointing.
Oh, okay.
And then Jinapo, the Samuel version, not the John, says Mohammed's lean government claim is misleading. A lot of things. Meanwhile, Attah-Mensah says, and the Apia Akubi was not fired by Wont to me. And then the government spokesperson is also saying government had no hand in Bosman Asari's resignation. But there's 11 CSOs petitioning the National Teachers Council to investigate the conduct of the Ninehin SHS teacher caught beating up a female student.
I've never really understood the decision of the court because I've not read it.
But what did the court say?
Well, there was a suggestion that they dismissed the case and also that
was it not properly grounded?
People should go to and do reconciliation. I think there's been a pushback on the reconciliation bit. I read somewhere, but we need the decision out there in the open so we can also read and interrogate it. That's what would have been the reason.
Let me give you two more headlines here. Big Push contracts. Road Ministry acted lawfully, but oversight must improve. This is the Minister for Government Communication. Also, Mahama orders mandatory value for money certification for major contracts. If you go to City Newsroom online, police arrest suspect in murder of UCC student.
That's great news.
And then there's this and always problem. Ghanaian students in UK, these are master students. They have to pick it over unpaid fees.
Omar is the two.
2 jail, 20 and 30 years respectively over new Edubiasi filling station robbery. And then military deployed to Boku SHS following students riot. And then Sophia Akufu's resignation not linked to Tokono's removal. This is the government spokesperson as well. Now, let's come to you.
But first of all, before I proceed, let me just register the strongest possible, protest I can command at the Chronicle for the headline they put out this morning. I think we should be very careful how we... So they say that police seize 5,039 parcels of Volta cocaine.
How dare they?
Of course, they attempted to temper...
What is Volta cocaine?
I mean, completely irresponsible journalism. I mean...
Is there a specific cocaine from there or they are...
So it is the Abusan Tower. No?
Oh, marijuana.
Yes,
that they are labeling.
They are. I mean, you shouldn't do that. It's not right. It's Chronicle. I mean, and I know Mr. Akli, my good friend,
cast aspersions on one.
It's completely unacceptable. And I register my strongest possible protest.
What other stories do we have there?
The Chronicle also says this morning, Lotto operators confirm KGL's market dominance.
Still on the Lotto.
Razak Kojo Opoku is talking here.
What is this Lotto?
Yes,
the
whole market for brothers economy.
And the second Razak do say what?
Charlie say no. Charlie Lotto operators they are confirming KGL's market dominance. Charlie, this weekend single 835 will drop.
Single 835.
Don't give us false hope.
Well, then graphic. No wrongdoing. No wrongdoing in Big Push contrast. This is the report. President orders tougher single sourcing rules, and then 2 EC deputies leave. Former CJ exits Council of State. Government clarifies presidency staff numbers, and Boko SHS students go on rampage over crackdown on exam malpractice.
Okay, and finally we have just 2 newspapers this morning from my side. Yeah, okay.
Me too.
Okay.
Newspapers are tired.
The Daybreak newspaper says Agboja squeaky clean. In other words, it's been cleared. As government closes big push probe. Also on the front page this morning, NPRA CEO backs stronger capital markets through pension investments. And chop at CBG. Chop, this headline. As top government appointee grabs 9 million Ghana cedi media consultancy deal. Sweet deal.
9 million. Well, Daily Guide also has something on lottery. So grab it for yourself and find
What are
out.
they saying?
Goa confirms KGL's market dominance. Still on Bitcoin dominance. EC Deputy Chair Bossman Asare resigns. Summer Boy illegal mining court throws out Apiakubi Wuntumi hires Attachia. Over 90% of road projects awarded competitively done. This is according to the government. And court rejects OSP's plea to halt no power to prosecute ruling.
I'll give you a few more headlines. My jaw online, cocoa farmers spared another blow as government rejects price cut despite global slump. This is the CEO. Also, while Cote d'Ivoire cuts cocoa prices, Ghana holds the line to protect farmers. This is Cocoa Board. I'll take you to Reuters. US-Iran deal promises end to war, but how it will work remains unclear. The High Street Journal has a very interesting headline. The nightlife paradox.
Yeah, man.
Revelers unwind at Zen Garden as sleep-deprived neighbors and property owners pay the price. Meanwhile, behind Casapreco's IPO is a quiet policy story about how Ghana removes barriers for its manufacturers. Meanwhile, Ghana's embassies could be courting investors while Black Stars chase goals. This is an interesting write-up on the benefits of the World Cup. And the US is at odds with allies over how easy it is to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The BBC is also leading with Trump saying he may release US-Iran deal before Friday. So the deal is coming to light and oil prices are coming down.
It's just sad that we have changed the terms usually applied to these agreements. So usually it's agreement. Now it's deal.
They are calling deal. That's because your man is there. Your man says the deal, the art of the deal. An agreement sounds better. A deal sounds like. All right, so I think the road ministry push a big big push contract thing.
The Daybreak has it on its front page. Details of the 3 Abuja squeaky clean. Now the government has rejected allegations that the Ministry of Roads and Highways has become a quote-unquote sole source factory, insisting that the overwhelming majority of road contracts awarded under the current administration were procured through open and competitive tendering processes. Now, addressing a press briefing in Accra on Monday, government spokesperson Felix Kwachiofosu disclosed that a detailed investigation ordered by President John Mahama found that 90.28% of all road contracts awarded since 2025 were subjected to competitive procurement procedures. Now, the findings are contained in a 72-page report prepared by the Senior Presidential Advisor on Governmental Affairs, Dr. Valerie Sawyer, following allegations by investigative journalism outlet, the For the State, and the Media Foundation for West Africa, which suggested abuse of the single source procurement method under the government's road infrastructure program. Now, Mr. Kwachiofosu also said the presidency initiated a review after President Mahama invited civil society organizations and anti-corruption groups to formally submit evidence backing claims of procurement irregularities. You know, it's interesting that, you know, the presidency is releasing details of the outcome of this investigation, particularly given the NDC's own criticism of a similar standard used under the Akufo-Addo administration. Sometimes, you know, we
better let an independent body do it.
Yeah, you know.
So let me give you more details of this. So while defending the value of the contracts, the spokesperson said the concerns raised have highlighted the need to strengthen accountability mechanisms and reduce excessive discretion in procurement decisions. So it says government is considering a wide range of reforms to improve oversight, including stricter enforcement of value for money certification, mandatory cabinet approval for high value contracts, and legislative measures. Now, the Media Foundation itself is asking for the government to release the full list of the road contracts. So, Executive Director of Media Foundation for West Africa, Suleiman Brahma, has challenged the Ministry of Roads and Highways to publish the full list of more than the 1,000 road contracts it claims were awarded through competitive tendering. Speaking an interview with Omar Sanda on Eyewitness News yesterday, Suleiman Brahma questioned the government's figures and challenged the Ministry of Roads to make public details of the projects cited. He argued that the contracts examined by the Fourth Estate involve major infrastructure projects worth hundreds of millions of cedis, including bridge projects under the Big Push. He further described the government's response to the report as embarrassing and disappointing and maintains that the Media Foundation and Fourth Estate based their findings on official records relating to projects captured under the Big Push program.
Meanwhile, effective immediately, all public sector single source contracts above a prescribed threshold must obtain a value for money certificate from the newly established Value for Money Office created by an act passed on March 26, 2026 and assented to by the President. So details are on page 3 of Daily Graphic. Now I'll take you to page 45 of the Daily Graphic, where I can count more than 50 aboboya loaded with refuse.
Tricycles?
Tricycles, yes. And the headline says, tricycles congest Malam Kaswa corridor. So residents and motorists along the Malam McCarthy corridor have been left frustrated and stranded as hundreds of refuse-laden tricycles and trucks block sections of the road, confronting them with severe access, health, and traffic challenges. Now, they complain that the congestion has severely disrupted daily life, making it difficult to access homes, businesses, and public transport.
Where are the tricycles going?
So, like I explained the other time, behind the Kitech building,
near the Malam
wetland, they use that stretch, drive into the wetland, and offload the refuse there.
So two troubles, one God.
Exactly.
Causing unnecessary traffic
Public
and
nuisance.
offloading refuse at
Improper.
the wrong place. Meanwhile, the listeners, some of the listeners who sent us messages today says, Bernard, good morning. I won't disturb you again on traffic after today. But he just sent me a screenshot of his Google thing. And you know,
It's red, eh?
Red from Tetegu. And the only alternative is 17 minutes slower. Charlie. So he's just in the traffic soaking the show. So, bro, enjoy, eh? Your day of freedom is coming soon.
Yeah. Bernard, let me take you to the editorial of the Chronicle for this morning. Government must release funds to sustain Ghana's food security gains. You know, yesterday we highlighted a number of stories on the front pages about the fight allegedly going on between the minister responsible for finance and that responsible for agriculture, and farmers insisting that the farming season is in jeopardy because fertilizer hasn't come in, because the two ministries reportedly are fighting. The Chronicle is therefore calling on the Mahama administration, according to the editorial, to act without further delay. The Ministry of Finance and MOFA must resolve their differences immediately through whatever internal mechanism is necessary and ensure that funds reach farmers in time to be useful. Now, fertilizer, seeds, implements, and other inputs must be distributed before the window for the current season.
Let me stay with the story Caleb read from the graphic about the tricycles.
Okay.
Refuse at McCarthy Dam poses serious threats to Wager Dam and public health. Story on my journal online by Prince Owusu Esiedu. And this is from a CSIR scientist. It says, a senior research scientist at the CSIR Water Research Institute, Dr. Pennant Na Ayikande Bruce Vanderpoy, has raised concerns about the environmental and public health risks posed by refuse dumped at the McCarthy Hill Down landfill site. According to her, plastics found in the waste contain harmful chemicals such as PHTHALATES. Is it phthalates and bisphenol BPA, which can pose serious health risks to humans when they leach into the environment. The plastics in the refuse contain chemicals such as phthalates and BPA, which are known to
technical
adverse effects on human health. Is the journalist we should be talking about. She explained that flooding at the landfill site could wash contaminants into the Denso River, which serves as a major source of drinking water, sort of water for the Wager Dam, threatening water quality for thousands of residents in Accra and surrounding communities. Quote, if floodwaters carry these pollutants to the Denso River, they could eventually reach the Wager Dam and compromise the quality of water supplied to consumers. So this is at a different part of McCarthy Hill. The scientists further advised against indiscriminate dumping of waste near the Wager Dam and called for stronger protection of buffer zones surrounding the water body. She further noted that the refuse may contain hazardous heavy metals, including lead, mercury, arsenic, cadmium, copper, and zinc. Exposure to these metals could be leads to serious health complications, especially among children and the elderly. In some cases, prolonged exposure may result in skin disease and even cancer. And she also says, beyond human health concern, she warned that pollution from the dumping site could also negatively affect aquatic life.
This is a national security issue. We are losing our water bodies to Galamsey, and the ones that are close to us, we are allowing illegal dump sites to mess them up. It's not proper.
And there's also an Oblogo, so this is an issue. There's waste at McCarthy down.
Yes.
And there's also the Oblogo dumping site.
Bernard, today we must spend a lot of time on this garbage matter and how they are mismanaging the space.
It's not proper, because if you come to page 23 of Daily Graphic, diminishing landfill capacity, rains render dump site inaccessible. Sanitation crisis looms. A looming sanitation crisis is threatening communities across the eastern corridor of the Greater Accra region as the control dump site, the area's primary waste disposal facility, struggles under the weight of growing volumes of refuse and diminishing landfill capacity. Now, waste management companies operating in the region have raised concerns about increasing difficulties in disposing of refuse at the facility, warning that the situation will severely disrupt household waste collection services if urgent interventions are not implemented. More details on
Let's stay with sanitation. I take you back to page, the Chronicle, page 12. There's a story that KMA introduces mechanical road sweeper to boost sanitation. And it's best, Anani, report from Kumasi that the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, KMA, has introduced a mechanical road sweeper as part of efforts to improve sanitation and restore the city's reputation as the garden city of West Africa. Now, the introduction of the mechanical road sweeper is expected to strengthen sanitation management in Kumasi and contribute to ongoing efforts to improve public health, environmental sustainability, and the overall aesthetic appeal of the city. You know, this is coming just days after the ESA report that also suggested that we may be getting into trouble over how we're managing entirely the
Let me
space.
give you 10 talking points from yesterday's City Business Festival Roundtable on building competitive cities. It says 10 major takeaways. Number one, fragmentation is weakening city development. That's fragmentation of governance. Assemblies are losing economies of scale. Population growth is outpacing infrastructure growth. We are told that most of the drainage infrastructure built in 1960 is what we are depending on. Public transport remains a missing link. That's number 4. Local authorities are lacking technical expertise. Number 5. Ghana's biggest problem is not planning, it's implementation. That's number 6. Cities must become more attractive to investors. That's number 7. Municipal financing reforms has stalled. Apparently, there's a law in Parliament since 2006 that has not been passed. It's called the Municipal Finance something. Since 2006, bro.
So it's no longer, is it now be back in Parliament?
They say it's been there and it's not recovered. I think they put
no, once you put it
they
there,
slam dunk it and it didn't come out again.
Yeah, they don't do it.
Number 8.
You have to take
Number 9, land registration
in.
is an investment bottleneck. And 10, secondary cities need distinct economic identities. So these are some of the talking points from yesterday's event.
Bernard, let me take you to matters related to our elections, because we're told Bosman Asari has resigned. The story is on
and then Samuel Attah-Mensah has retired.
Exactly. So you find that the story on page 7 of the Daybreak newspaper. Government has confirmed that Deputy Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Dr. Bosman Asari, has formally written to the President indicating his intention to resign from office with immediate effect. No, it's actually with effect from July 31, 2026. Addressing journalists on Monday, June 15, the Government Communications Minister, Felix Kwasi-Ofosu, stated that Dr. Asari's decision was driven by his desire to return to academia and continue his professional career at the University of Ghana.
There's a cartoon here that says we are marching to our classroom. You know, Dr. Bosman leading the story.
He's marching to his classroom. All right, let me give an update. Yesterday,
meanwhile, we are told that
Samuel Attah.
the other former
chief. Okay, let me give you that. So 2 things. Samuel Attah has retired, and then Sophia Kufu has also resigned from the Council of State. Now, she's a former CJ, by the way.
Yes.
I wanted to give you a couple more stories, but you sort of took me off my track with the point you made. 11 CSOs petitioned NTC to investigate conduct of Nyehin SHS teacher. So a coalition of 11 civil society organizations has petitioned the National Teaching Council to investigate the conduct of Eric Buenote Akpafio, a teacher at Nyehin Catholic Senior High, following an alleged physical altercation with a female student. The organizations which work in the fields of education, child rights, gender, peace and security and social accountability are demanding a full professional inquiry into the incident and any potential breaches of professional standards. Now, the petition follows recent developments in the case, including a statement by the Judicial Service rejecting reports that a magistrate has advised the parties to settle the matter amicably. The Judicial Service described those claims as false and inconsistent with official court records. Now, in a statement dated June 12, Judicial Secretary Musa Ahmed said a review of the proceedings at the Nkaria District Court confirmed that the trial magistrate acted in accordance with the law after prosecutors moved to withdraw the case. So that was the issue. Prosecutors moved to withdraw the case, which was subsequently struck out. The incident attracted widespread public attention after a video circulated on social media showing a teacher and a female student engaged in physical confrontation. Why are you saying the teacher was beating the student? Why are you?
But they said the student attacked the teacher first, so it's
the
making them
saw, the man was beating the girl. What is this physical confrontation on the campus? The video we saw.
Yes.
What did you see?
Yeah, the teacher was beating the girl mercilessly.
Let's not color the things on.
In the meantime,
and then also, you see, I think that judiciary should not be acting after the fact, right? I think that the media department should be on its bit to ensure that matters that receive such attention. The moment a decision is made, they must be put on notice so that they can release a formal statement.
Especially because social media can create a storm around what happened. So now they're sort of going back to try and clarify.
And
so it was actually a prosecutor who...
so the state withdrew the charges according to what they are saying.
But then it was reported that the judge has go and settle it up.
Dismissed the matter and said go and settle. I mean, that's misreporting.
After watching such a video, it will generate a lot of outrage. So it means that the judge was misrepresented in the way the matter was reported.
So under Article 88 of the Constitution, the Attorney General prosecutes. He has the right to say that, okay, because of public interest and other matters, he's no longer interested.
But has the prosecutor explained why they decided not to?
It would have been articulated in court. Now we need that information. Unfortunately, the journalist
should have sent our reporter to that court.
We also failed in that.
But there are quick stories that will interest you. The first one: fuel prices set for major drop. Consumers and businesses are expected to enjoy some relief at the pumps from June 16, 2026, as fuel prices are projected to decline across major petroleum products during the second pricing window. That's an exciting one. And the minority says it will verify former Maslow boss's imprisonment. So
they'll go to the prison.
Lawyer Nana J. Bafwewa is on page 13 of the Daily Guide, and they are showing that they will verify
Speaking
that.
Speaking of lawyers, Attah-Mensah says he took over from Buntumi's case to prevent a legal vacuum. So this story is on citynewsroom.com. Former Ibuaka South MP and lawyer Samuel Attah-Mensah has explained that one of the main reasons he agreed to represent Ashanti Regional Chair of MPP, Chairman Buntumi, was to ensure that he was not left without legal representation at a critical stage in his criminal trial. Speaking on the circumstances surrounding his appointment on Eyewitness News on Monday, Attah-Mensah described the case as highly sensitive and stressed that allowing an accused person to face proceedings without counsel would not serve the interests of justice. Now, his original lawyer, Andy Apiakubi, was not dismissed, but rather communicated his own decision to step aside. So Attah-Mensah stepped in to fill that vacuum. That's the explanation he gave to Maru Sanda yesterday.
But there just two conflicts there. You know, there was a case that went before the Supreme Court, if my memory serves me correctly, and there was notification to the effect that the lawyer wanted to withdraw. The Supreme Court said the procedure to that effect was some way, not proper. And so then, yes, in the case of Andrea Piakubi, he then filed processes seeking to draw the court's attention to the fact that he was going to. Well, again, the court says, there was everything wrong with the procedure.
So what is the procedure for?
That one we practice.
The other question is that if you want to sort of withdraw from representing somebody, is it a case for the court or is it a case between you and your client?
Well, so now the court should tell us.
I think that's what they said. That is not their business. It's the business of you and your lawyer.
See,
because if I have a case and you are my lawyer, and I said that today you avoid me, I'll use Caleb to be my case. I just need to inform the court that today Caleb is my lawyer.
We need certainty.
Does the court need to say yes, we have agreed with Caleb to represent?
We need certainty of the law.
In the meantime, South African artists are having their African gigs cancelled amidst xenophobic tensions. Most of them are suffering. They say
where is this story from?
This is on Daily Guide, page number 14. The Minister of Justice in South Africa is speaking that South African artists, particularly musicians, are losing income as gigs across the continent get cancelled amid backlash over xenophobia. The people say they should go back.
They should go back.
No,
I wanted to
I saw some stories of them complaining that they have sacked the people down they are jobless, so the people should come back.
What do they want? Because they come back. We won't come back.
Hey, Andrea, challenge these days, new level crowd. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life. I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank, and that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle, and the terms are just flexible.
Wow.
Your salary deserves better.
Oh, my salary deserves better, Pa. You see the way you are smiling wide? Yes, I will switch and smile wider. Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I need your side, Fidelity.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
City Business News at 7. Netele Neti Ajaho is here with the details. Good morning, Netele.
Good morning, Bernard, and you're welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News, brought to you by MTN, EcoBank, and Good Energy. Coming up, more OMCs to cut fuel prices in the coming days following decline on the global oil market, and Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire reach common position to protect cocoa farmers. And later, the Ghana Stock Exchange records 625% surge in equity trades as investor confidence strengthens. Let's settle for the details now. Consumers are set to benefit from lower fuel prices as oil marketing companies begin implementing downward adjustments at the start of the second pricing window of June today. The anticipated price reductions follow a decline in international refined petroleum product prices, driven by easing geopolitical tensions in the Middle East. This comes after reports of a framework agreement between Iran and the United States aimed at de-escalating hostilities, raising expectations that the Strait of Hormuz could remain open to global oil shipments. For the current pricing window, the regulator has set the benchmark price floor at 15 Ghana cedis 11 pesos per litre for diesel and 13 Ghana cedis 39 pesos per litre for petrol, providing a baseline for fuel pricing across the market. Meanwhile, Executive Secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, Nik Amarteifio, says the decline in global oil prices and the expected reduction in fuel prices should allay concerns over possible increases in transport fares.
There is that hope that clearly oil prices would return to some normalcy, that is around $70-80 a barrel. But for now, it's just lost about 4%, 5% between yesterday and today. Here in Ghana, there is also every indication that fuel prices are declining. And for us, some sigh of relief, considering that the past two windows we've had to continuously pay a little more at the pumps. And I am quite certain that this would also bring to some closure the issue of transport fare adjustments that was also being considered by even the transport operators.
Nik Amarteifio is Executive Secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers. Meanwhile, on the international market, West Texas Intermediate crude is currently trading at about $80 per barrel, while Brent crude, the global benchmark, is trading at $83 per barrel. Now, government and Cote d'Ivoire have concluded a high-level meeting aimed at securing the future of the cocoa industry and improving protections for cocoa farmers in both countries. Speaking after a meeting, Finance Minister Dr. Attah-Mensah described the discussions as very fruitful, noting that participants had reached common positions that will safeguard the interests of cocoa farmers and strengthen the industry. He also noted that President John Dramani Mahama is expected to visit Cote d'Ivoire on Wednesday to discuss with President Alassane Ouattara. During the meeting, the two leaders are expected to review the recommendations from the cocoa sector talks.
We've just concluded a very impressive meeting looking into the future of the cocoa industry. This meeting was made possible because of the initiative. Clearly, where we are heading towards will mean that the cocoa industry will be better protected and the cocoa farmer will be the one to benefit. The details of the meeting will be forwarded to our heads of state. We are expecting President Mahama here tomorrow to visit his senior brother, President Alassane Ouattara. And during that deliberation, further discussion will be held, and the decisions as we have taken here will be made public. And so I can only assure you that the meeting we held today was very fruitful, and we've come to some common positions that will protect the cocoa farmer for both La Côte d'Ivoire and that of Ghana. And those decisions will be articulated by our bosses tomorrow.
That was Finance Minister Dr. Attah-Mensah. Well, the Ghana Stock Exchange has recorded a sharp increase in trading activity this year, with equity market trades rising by about more than 625% compared to the same period last year, signaling growing investor confidence and deeper participation in the country's capital market. Speaking at the official listing ceremony of Casapreco PLC on the main market of the GSE, Managing Director Attah-Mensah said the exchange is experiencing one of its strongest periods of growth in recent years.
This listing comes during a period of exceptional performance in our market. As at just last Friday, our composite index was at almost 65%, building on 3 consecutive years of strong growth. Even more striking for us at the exchange is the number of trades executed on the market, on our equities market, so far to May this year. Over 457,000 trades have been executed, compared to 63,000 only the same period last year, an increase of over 625%, and a lot of this interest coming from retail investors. These figures reflect growing investor confidence, improving liquidity, and broadening participation across all segments. Our bond market is also rebounding, supporting both government and corporate financing. And some of the products we have introduced, commercial paper, green and sustainable bonds, OTC investments, are expanding opportunities, and we are beginning to see interest in them as well.
That was the Managing Director of the Ghana Stock Exchange, Abna Amoah. Senior Dealer Global Financial Markets at Absa Bank Ghana Limited, Samuel Attah-Mensah, is urging prospective investors to prioritize regulatory verification and thorough due diligence when selecting investment products and financial institutions. His remarks come at a time when investors are still dealing with the aftermath of financial sector challenges while facing an increasing number of unregulated investment schemes targeting retail investors. He made a call on the Citi Business Festival 2026 on-air series.
The simple way to start is to visit the SEC website or each regulator of the entity that you are putting your money in. The SEC is a regulator for most investment houses, right? All investment houses. So you could find a list of, good standing institutions where you can put your money to. That's the first thing. We also think that you should also look out for, scams and things like that, because sometimes an investment opportunity come to you and it's like it's too good to be true, right? Somebody can come and promise you 100% over a month or 50% over a month. Those are the things, those are the red flags that you should also find out what exactly is going into achieving that return that they are giving you. Some of these things come through WhatsApp these days.
Samuel Attah-Mensah is a senior dealer global financial markets at Absa Bank Ghana Limited. The full conversation airs later this morning at 9 a.m. on the City Breakfast Show. Meanwhile, the founder of AB and David Africa, David Ofosu-Dorte, has cautioned that Ghana's rapid urbanization is outpacing the development of critical infrastructure needed to support growing populations in the country's major cities. According to him, the mismatch has contributed to congestion, inadequate public services, and weak urban planning. Here's more.
Stakeholders at the second roundtable discussion of the Citi Business Festival 2026 have underscored the need for strategic investment in infrastructure, innovation, and urban planning to ensure Ghana's cities remain competitive and capable of driving sustainable economic growth.
We are not matching the the infrastructure to this movement. So, for example, in Greater Accra and Tema, the drainage channels that we had in the 60s are still the same drainage channels that we are using.
The executive representative of the Ghana Institution of Engineer Ya Obenewa Okujeto called for stronger collaboration among key stakeholders.
We have everything that we need on paper to make sure that Ghana develops. It's a matter of implementation. And in implementing these things, we need people to actually be stakeholders by ensuring that their waste management system is done properly, that they are buying into a governance structure that actually promotes development.
President of the Ghana Institute of Architects, Tony Asari, also lamented the inadequate number of architects in the country.
I mean, out of the 261 MMDAs, they don't have more than 10 or 12 architects. 269 now. Well, okay. Now, so, and they don't have any, only 10 architects or 12 architects or so. So, if we decide that we want to create a market or want to create a certain urban milieu, who creates that vision? How are they able to collaborate with the planners to be able to create that vision?
The president of the Ghana Institute of Planning, Percy Anabukari, touched on what his outfit is doing to improve city planning.
Currently, we have a greater master plan, the Greater Accra Metropolitan Area Master Plan, which transits somewhere in 2040. So, and we are implementing. And if we follow through, all the major corridors in Accra have had interventions that has to do with transport, housing, things that we even deal with these flooding issues that we have, protect the green areas and ensure that the wetlands are also protected.
That report was filed by my colleague Nashika Caesar. The 2026 City Business Festival is powered by 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Absa Bank. It's proudly sponsored by MTN, Zundatech Ghana Limited, Absa Bank and Petra Trust. Now the interbank market, the dollar is going for 11 cedis, 4 pesos, the pound for 14 cedis, 81 pesos, and the euro for 12 cedis, 84 pesos. And that's it for the breakfast edition of the City Business News. It was brought to you by MTN, EcoBank and Girl Good Energy. Have a good business day.
30 years ago, MTN arrived in Ghana and everything changed. Now to celebrate 30 years, we are giving back big time. The MTN at 30 promo is here. 9 Toyota Land Cruiser Prados to be won. Over 10 million Ghana cedis in rewards plus so much more. Connect to your everyday hustle on MTN. Make video calls. Browse the internet for business with family and friends. Connect your home to MTN Fiber. Make that money move on Momo and stay ahead because every move counts. Ghana, let's celebrate 30 years of MTN with the MTN at 30 promo. Use more MTN services, build more points and win big. Dial *530# or visit the My MTN app for more.
Your attention please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and phone whilst I'm gone.
You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
Raging all the drink.
Choose EcoBank's infinite privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Goyle, good energy.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
14 after 7. Many thanks to Natele Neti for bringing us the business news. Proudly sponsored by Gold, EcoBank, and MTN. If you're looking for quality fuel that gives you engine performance, smooth engine performance, look no further. Gold Super XPs of premium quality gives you the correct choice when buying regular fuel. Gold Super XP is fortified with a special additive that gives longevity to your engine and makes your engine perform to the max. Use minimal fuel that takes you further. Just go fuel up your vehicle and enjoy the smooth ride with all the benefits. Gold Super XP, so filia, Ube feely. Well, good energy. Now, the board of directors of EcoBank Ghana wishes to inform shareholders that dividends will be paid for the 2025 financial year following a strong financial performance and EcoBank Ghana PLC's commitment to delivering value to its shareholders and maintaining a resilient financial position. Shareholders are therefore reminded of the annual general meeting is scheduled for tomorrow at the EcoBank head office, Ridge Accra. Meeting will be streamed live at ecobankghagm.com. We look forward to engaging our shareholders at the upcoming AGM. EcoBank Ghana PLC, delivering value backed by strong financial performance. EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa. Now, MTN is 30, and something big is happening with all the small moments, small things like a call to someone you love, a moment to help a family member, a bundle to grow your business. What if those little moves could lead to something much bigger? With MTN at 30 promo, every call, text, browse, Momo transaction, home fiber connection, and activity on the My MTN app earns you points towards amazing rewards. Win one of 9 brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Prados. Gabby, what would you be going if you had one of those 9 brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Prados?
I'll do a lot of tours.
Sally.
Yeah, man.
Sally. And share in over 10 million Ghana cedis in cash prizes. Enjoy unforgettable experiences made just for you. Every move counts, so just dial *530#. Open My MTN app and enjoy the MTN at 30 promo now. MTN at 30. Make every move count. Terms and conditions apply. It's time for kickoff, as you would know. Gabby Affairs here, ready with all the updates from the World Cup. And that's brought to you by Lesheho. If you're ready to power up your finances and unlock your path to financial freedom, the Lesheho Fixed Deposit Solution is tailored just for you. With Lesheho's Fixed Deposit Solution, you're making your money work for you. So join the investment revolution with our Fixed Deposit Solution. Take charge of your financial future. Call us now, 0302-208-333. Invest wisely, invest with Lesheho. Lesheho, let's improve lives. And just before I bring Gabby in, Henley and Partners are global leader in residence and citizenship planning. They advise on the best program for you and your family and assist with the entire application process every step of the way. So whether you're looking for greater global mobility, access to world-class education and healthcare, or you are looking for residence by investment programs in Greece, Portugal, Malta, UAE, UK, Canada, and the US, or you want to join the many Ghanaians who are looking at options like Caribbean citizenship, programs that are available in Antigua and Barbuda, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis. Talk to us now, 0206-042-101. Ghana at henleyglobal.com. That's how to email us. Our offices are at the Galleria, the Kempinski Gold Coast City Hotel. Pass by for free consultation. Visit henleyglobal.com to find out more. Gabby, the World Cup is picking steam indeed, and is one for the books.
Yep.
I was really excited for Cabo Verde yesterday because I was telling Charles Ozukumi in the newsroom that I'm just praying the draw because I didn't think it was possible that they will get a win against Spain. But he thought that no, Spain will vanquish Cabo Verde.
I think I can understand why Charles would say that, and it's probably because of the results that came from the Germany Curacao game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Germany trashed
Given how they
Curacao,
trust-
by
yes.
7-1.
Man.
And also Curacao, debutant, Cape
Yeah.
Verde, also
Debutant,
debutant.
right.
On paper, heading into that game, Spain were heavy favorites.
My God.
They won the World Cup in 2010.
And they are ranked second?
Yes, ranked second heading into this year's World Cup.
My
Cape
Lord.
Verde are only making their debut.
Charlie.
At the AFCON in 2013, they finished in a quarterfinal stage.
Right.
2023, they
Yeah.
finished also in a quarterfinal stage.
Right.
That's been like their highest achievement if we want to talk about Cape Verdean football.
Right.
So 2013 quarterfinal, and then 2023 quarterfinal.
And to confess, they only caught my attention in the recent, AFCON. So when I saw our flyers, I was like, "Ooh, these guys! Their jerseys are nice. The guys look handsome." And I went to read on them
about them. You see,
Beautiful highlights.
I like the path that they're on. The trajectory is really good.
Yeah.
Because in 2013, actually, we played them. We played them at the AFCON. We beat them by 2-0. At the time, they were minnows. They are still minnows, but at the time, you could tell that there isn't much quality in that team in 2013. But from 2013 to now, you can actually see that progress.
Exciting stuff.
And what their head coach is doing in Pedro Litao Brito, aka Bubista.
Hey.
Yeah, I think I think they are doing something really great.
I see.
What they are doing with their football is that a large chunk of the players who played last night's game played their club football in Portugal.
Ooh.
You know, their colonial masters, Portugal, yeah. So you can understand why they have that. And even some of their players also have Portuguese descent, yeah. So you can understand. But look, that performance against Spain, it was monstrous. It was defensive masterclass.
And the goalkeeper,
Vozinha,
my Lord,
40 years old.
40.
Yes, 40 years old. You know what's interesting? Spain did 27 shots in total, right?
Correct.
And totaling an XG of 2.29. So, like I said, if you understand how the XG work in terms of the two teams, which are the teams would score has the highest chance of scoring? It was going to be Spain.
Yeah.
But what Cape Verde did against them, look, from minutes 1 to 90, they never lost concentration.
It was beautiful.
And to add to that defensive masterclass we saw, Caleb, they actually had just one foul in 90 minutes. On their part, in terms of the XG they had, it was 0.04.
Wow.
So it was that low. And they understood the assignments that we were here to defend.
Solid defense.
I think one thing I realized with the team was that they knew that going forward, they were not the greatest of teams in terms of attacking.
True.
The strength of the team lied in that defense. So they were very compact. So look, for the first time I was watching the game, I saw 6 defenders.
Right.
Behind the ball, 6.
Tells you the mindset they went
exactly.
in with.
And look, they gave all the what allowed Spain to have a large share of the possession and all of that. It was just one thing for them to do, defend all through.
Yeah.
And that huge point, that 1 point, is crucial for them.
True.
If they get another decent result in their next game, it means that their chances of progressing out to the group is high. And what helps them is that after that game, you had Uruguay and then Saudi Arabia also playing. They're in the same group. They also played out a 1-0 draw. So the group is blown wide open. Everybody has a chance of progressing. 1 point in the first in the first game. Yeah. So look, that game was very, very good. And I like it. And to add to Cape Verde too, their coach has been with them since 2020.
Oh, okay.
And so that's what 6 years
of consistency.
And so you can understand. He
knows his team.
Exactly, team cohesion, understanding these players and how they play. The players understanding his philosophy, all played to their advantage. That performance was very good.
Egypt played yesterday.
Yep.
How was that?
I think another disappointing performance on the part of Belgium. But then again, somebody will say
you expected Belgium to beat Egypt.
No, like I said, on paper, Belgium were heavy favorites to go out and win.
Ahead of Egypt.
Exactly. Egypt, if you take out Mohamed Salah, Omar Mamouche, and the chap who scored, they don't really have key players in them. But and they've not exerted themselves when it comes to the World Cup.
Not yet.
The most decorated country when it comes to the AFCON. But the World Cup, they've never reached the advanced stages, let's say the semis and all of that. So I think that result for them too was good. A 1-1 draw against Belgium, it was good. So what it means for the African teams, if we take out Tunisia only, who got annihilated by 5 goals to 1.
5 goals to 1, eh?
Yeah, I think all the African teams have had their moments. But look, that's
those down south, they've not had their moments either.
And then they sacked their coach in Sabri Lamuchi. Yeah, they sacked their coach yesterday.
I read that too.
And so the assistant coach would take charge for the rest of the
And I
games.
see that the Black Stars are touched down in Canada.
Yes, so they arrived early this morning in Canada, Toronto, ahead of tomorrow's game against Panama at 11 p.m.
I also read that there's still a lot of work going on Thomas Partey's inclusion.
Yeah, so what I do know is that Partey, his representatives will be in court today at 2 p.m. Ghana time, 9 a.m. Canadian time. Partey himself will not be in court. I think that's, if you ask me, I think that's the best thing to do. Allow the player to focus.
So the moment he's in the US.
Yes, and focus on the footballing things. If it goes well, if that appeal is won, then they can fly Partey to
and
Toronto.
And it will add up to our strength.
To our strength, yes.
I've been observing him when I watch the Black Stars, their interactions with, Blacko when he went there. And I think he is generally in a good spirit.
Yeah, I think,
from what I see,
Partey is one player who is very strong in the mind. He doesn't look like somebody who is very perturbed with the ongoing issues. Of course, the verdict is yet to come out. So as a player, I think what he will do or can do is to just stay focused on the team. Look, I have a slight concern because Partey himself hasn't played enough football this season. He's played 21 games
the entire
season. And if you watch that game against Wolves, we exposed them. He put in 2 tackles. One attracted a yellow card. If that was a competitive game, he'd have seen a red card. And it speaks about his match fitness. So even if we win that appeal in court later today, I don't think that it will be the best thing for Carlos Queiroz to start him tomorrow. He should probably go with Elisha Owusu and Caleb Yurinchi and then introduce Partey into the game a bit later. And then we can get the best out of it.
What other games took place yesterday that we missed? You look like you've been up all night. This World Cup, it is taking virtue out of sports journalists.
Yeah, I watched the Saudi Arabia Uruguay game a bit, but I had to catch some sleep, Yeah, but that game was a good game. Saudi Arabia, they were the last World Cup. They beat Argentina in the opening game, and they faced another team from South America. So what it means is that they are more like slayers of the South American team. This point for Saudi Arabia is good, especially from, if you want to look at the FIFA rankings heading into the game, they are ranked 61st, Uruguay 16th. So it's a huge point for Saudi Arabia heading into their next game.
Nice one.
That was the last game that concluded last night's game. So we had Spain playing out a goalless draw against Cape Verde or Cape Verde, and then a Saudi Arabia game also ending a 1-0 draw against Uruguay.
Which of the games should we expect today?
Yeah, today we have France-Senegal at 7 p.m. Yeah, France-Senegal at 7 p.m.
All the African nations are behind Senegal.
Exactly.
France is a tough side, man.
Yeah, they are. I mean, favorites to win the World Cup. I told you that they won it in 2018.
Correct.
And the 2022, they lost Argentina in the final.
Correct.
So they've been to the last they've been to the finals of the last 2 tournaments,
desperate for glory
to win it, especially with the Ballon d'Or conversation. You want to cap it off with by winning the World Cup for France again. It will be his second. If he does that. But
and
Senegal
already with their wounds from the CAF games and all. AFCON games, they are in for some.
I don't even know how to say whether you say trophy holders or because they say Morocco to our on paper champions.
No, they are co-owners.
But whatever it says, I mean, Senegal are one of the top teams in Africa. Their football and what they've been doing the last, let's say, 6 years has been good. They have Papi Thiaw, who was promoted from their 23 side to the national team. He's been doing a good job with the Senegalese team. They have top stars in there that can trouble this French team, right? Senegal played England early this year. They beat England by 2-1, I believe. Yes. So they are a team that you really cannot brush aside. Then Morocco have said Africa's top 2 teams as we speak, and it reflects on the FIFA ranking. So I think that should be a good game to
watch. If the performances we are seeing of the African nations, with the exception of the other one, is anything to go by, and if it has an impact on the other teams, what will be our chances tomorrow?
For the Black Stars, I think. Look, I told somebody there's offer that if you don't beat Panama tomorrow,
we are done.
you have no business at the World Cup.
We should start packing.
Yeah, because look, the way that the format of this year's tournament is, your first game is very crucial. You win your first game.
It affects your psyche. And
you have a 64% chance of progressing out to the group stage. So that first game against Panama is very, very crucial.
We are hoping
we are
for
weighing
the
up
best.
our chances against them. They're also looking at us and saying that, okay, we can beat Ghana.
Nice.
And that's understandable because the Black Stars are the lowest ranked team in that group, in Group L. So,
Gabi, we didn't talk about Switzerland and Iran. It was a 2-2 draw, right?
Yeah, that was another good
that's
game
a quick
to.
update.
Yes, another good game to. We watched last night. 2-2 against. The two teams sharing the spoils.
Charlie, thank you. What are the games to expect today? Very quickly.
Yeah, so France, Senegal, like I said, 7 p.m. and then Iraq taking on Norway at 10 p.m.
Super. Gabi, Ofe, thank you.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life. Let's go, even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's go, we improve your life. Let's go, we improve your life.
Charlie, the contract is.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. Some people hear retirement and immediately think about suffering, boredom, or dependence. But retirement should be freedom. Time for yourself, time for family, and peace of mind. The difference is preparation. Good planning changes retirement from fear into freedom. The free pension health check helps you evaluate the health of your pension. So book a session by visiting our website at www.petraonline.com. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Charlie, the contract is here, but my pocket flat like a football with no hair.
Don't stress. That is why DCI Microfinance is here for you.
DCI? What magic can they do?
No magic, just real solutions. With your contract and LPO financing, you can deliver on time. And when you're waiting on payment, their invoice and certificate discounting puts cash in your hands quickly. Their loans are fast, simple, and reliable.
So no more borrowing from my father-in-law? Now, that's a blessing.
Exactly. Call them now on 0577 66 9346. DCI Microfinance, miles beyond the extra.
Everybody is a winner in the Ungalicious Abiwa promo. Over 4 million worth of cash and prizes to be won. Just look out for the special Ungalicious promo packs. Submit 20 Unga powder promo sachets and 20 Unga shrimp tablets promo wrappers at any Unga redemption center near you and receive your scratch card. Scratch to review your unique code. Send to *713*27# and win instantly. Cash prizes up to 200,000 Ghana cedis, deep freezers, smart TVs, kitchen appliances, and more. Promo runs from 15th April to 15th July 2026. Hurry, don't miss it. Terms and conditions apply. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome to IO Help Center. How can we help? I just signed up to IO and I'd like to know the claim processes.
If you or your insured family member is hospitalized, get your OPD card, an excuse duty or itemized bill, a discharge letter indicating admission and discharge dates from a certified hospital, and a valid ID card. And if an insured family member dies, then you'll need a death certificate, burial permit, or a signed letter from a chief or pastor, medical cause of death, and a valid ID card. When ready, dial *296#, select the product you're claiming for, and follow the prompt. You will receive a link via text to send your documents. For any assistance, visit the nearest MTN office or call 296. Know that claims are paid after verifications are done. T's and C's apply. Underwritten by Sanlam Alliance Life Insurance Ghana Limited. IO, because you care.
These days, some mattresses are being made from all kinds of unsafe materials that are not fit for sleeping surfaces. These materials may be cheap, but they can be harmful to your health. If you haven't slept well, you cannot work and think well, and you are ultimately putting your health at risk, which can cause you a lifetime discomfort and chronic pain. As responsible citizens, we should invest in safe, durable, and certified mattresses. Latex Foam remains the tried and tested brand we all love for almost 60 years now. They offer you unmatched quality and durability for every Ghanaian home. Talk to them on 0302-231-155 in Accra and 03220-29365 in Kumasi for all your inquiries, or walk into any of their outlets nationwide for your preferred choices. Do not settle for less. Go for quality, but Latex Foam, or else you do yourself. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Madam, give me fufu and rice soup, please. Do you have beef?
Yes, please.
Give me. Do you have salmon?
Yes.
Give me. Do you have tilapia?
We have.
When your money starts to work for you, there will be signs. Invest with EDC today.
How many?
Just keep going until I say stop.
Find out about EDC's investment products and start today. Financial independence is possible with EDC.
For further assistance, call 0326 34165.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
run up the breakfast there. On Fanya Quadro. Every abrazo, the lunch, ya. On Fanya Quadro. Abia Kasa, Misapa. You're 14, I'm in the same. Oh, Janai, Mapina, Mwakwa, Tia, Kaka, the same Mujire, my own mind. But Grana, near Mamma, I'm Mwakwe, Unkwa, Warana, Mubo, Kwame, handsome media, Kwame, media, one plate, or two plates, if you tear me, the same. Breakfast there, on Fanya Quadro. Every abrazo, me lunch, ya. On Fanya Quadro. Abia Kasa, Misapa. You're 14, I'm in the same. On Fanya Quadro.
7:40 on the City Breakfast Show. Couple of birthday greetings coming through quickly. Happy birthday to Pastor Curtis Amarteifio of Glory House Chapel, Adenta. You are 70 years old today, and we are so grateful to God for your life. A true man of God. God bless you for your spiritual leadership and for your faithfulness to the call. Close to 40 years in ministry, still going strong, sticking to the mandate the Lord gave him. So Reverend Curtis, in fact, it's called Bishop Curtis Amarteifio actually. Yeah, he's been a great friend of my family for many years. He's 70 years old today. So Pastor Curtis Amarteifio, we celebrate you and we ask for long life, amen, good health, amen, and may you see your children's children.
Amen. Amen.
Happy birthday to Elizabeth Mamle Attah-Mensah, Mrs. We thank God for another year. We ask for abundant blessings, good health, and open heavens. From your husband, Nana Odamsion IV, Abontindomhini of Buem traditional area. Your children, Marian Asantoa, Sewa Kweku, and your grandchildren. Mrs. Elizabeth Mamle Attah-Mensah.
The title, is it, is it foreign minister in the traditional setting?
Papa Kwakwe sent it, so you can explain.
Kingdom, because they call yourself a Bonting father.
Happy birthday to Sandra Buedu Asante, aka Born Great. Wishing you all the best from the Liverpool Family Ghana team. Sandra is one of our favorite Liverpool fans. A few more coming through this morning. Happy birthday to Kofi Siabi, head of marketing Calban. Kofi has been a very consistent partner of us here at Citi FM and Channel 1, and I'd like to really celebrate Kofi for his simplicity and his honesty. Simplicity. He knows his job. He doesn't make any noise. He's very consistent. So I call Kofi the face of Carl Bank for me. Every time I think of Carl Bank, I think of Kofi Siabi. So this is coming from myself and Omani.
Yeah, the team.
And
Bless you.
The business development team. Have a great birthday, my brother.
The banks, why are they like that?
No. You know, Carl Bank is a bank I have a soft spot for because the Ghanaian bank, I think they have heard of it's one of the nicest.
Oh yeah,
it's very green.
Yeah. It's close to
the way they built it.
Actually
even if you're in the MD's office, you can see the sunlight.
It's lovely.
They've kept. I mean, they've done it very well.
Yeah.
So whoever designed that,
the later day Saint people.
Yes. Indeed, it's becoming bank lane.
Yeah, because Barclays, a former Barclays.
So it actually starts at Stanchart.
Yeah.
Independence of it. Then you have the new APSA.
Yeah.
Then after latter day, you have Zenith. There's even old ADB.
Yes.
Then you have MTN. There's Cal and then MTN. Then when you drive to National Theatre, before that you have Republic.
Yes.
Republic
Bank at the second.
You know where Republic Bank was when I was in secondary school? Those of us who wanted to fly abroad, we used to go there to do
it.
They call it, no. They call it it's USIS.
Oh, okay. The visa.
So if you wanted to travel abroad and you wanted to take the SATs,
okay,
Mrs. Nancy Keteku would help you. She had a whole setup.
Oh, beautiful.
And she helped so many people. So you basically go. They will give you how to write your personal statement.
Oh, I see.
The references and then how to prepare for SATs.
Allah.
So that place was called USIS in my time. Before that, it was in Osu. All right. Then from that, so that's where this place is now. This bank,
Republic Bank.
Next to them is GT.
Yes.
All right, and then you get to Africa Trade House.
Yes.
Then you have ADB. So it's basically a bank lane.
Stanbic is also in that enclave. At least if you go down towards Bank.
I even forgot EcoBank.
Yes,
EcoBank.
In fact, as for EcoBank, their headquarters.
Stanbic is behind Stanbic Heights, so they are before 37.
Yeah, it used to be Tobacco something house, if I remember correctly.
Those days when you come to Accra Fresh.
Oh yeah, Charlie, we were doing journalism. Charlie Hotbar, we would go there, do and take some.
So all this is because of Kofi Siabe. So happy birthday to Kofi Siabe.
Yeah, but Bernard, let me also commend EcoBank because I've noticed that the Ridge Roundabout. It was in a poor shape. If you go there, the Chinese gave us some money to put it together nicely. But driving around there over the weekend, I saw that they have erected notice that they are repairing or reworking on the
actually the banks have decided to use the roundabout.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful.
So this is the Ridge Roundabout.
The Ridge Roundabout. I think we should do a lot more of that because
they should put fountains.
Yeah, Charlie, it's big statues that are and that even reminds me. EcoBank, I believe you can take this up. If you go to 37, the roundabout there, I think one of the big six people. That thing is rotting away.
Oh, that
statue, I don't know whether we use wood for it. But it's gone so bad. Termites have eaten into it.
Because Sky's original work is design.
We shouldn't celebrate our heroes like that. It's on the main Liberation Road, or how do you call it? Or Independence Avenue.
So I think that's a good point. In fact, when you even drive from Shiashi, they call it JJ Rawlings. Then they call some part Liberation. And then they call some part Independence. I think when you get to Jubilee House, going to reach, it's Independence Avenue.
Okay.
But it's part of the Liberation Road.
Okay.
So the avenue is a portion of the Liberation Road.
Oh, I see.
So if you drive from Okpongolo to Shiashi, they call it JJ Rawlings stroke Liberation Road.
Oh, I see.
And there's a place now they used to call it Redemption.
Redemption, Allah.
When I was young in Medina, when you take a car and you're from 37 and you're from Golden Tulip. After 37, there's a junction. There was GBC first.
Yes.
And then before you get to TV3,
Allah.
where you have now the traffic light. Former French embassy. There was a junction there before the Dutch embassy that they used to call Redemption.
Redemption, okay.
And then they changed it to Sankara.
Sankara.
Yes.
Yeah, now they don't use the Sankara place.
I think now it's called King.
Is it Takitevia?
I think it's Takitevia Overpass. That's the name. But even that, we need a statue there.
Yeah. So but where are they going to put it?
King Taki is taking you towards Kaukudio, isn't it?
Is it?
Oh, rather.
So Sankara is ahead. That's
but there's an overpass there called King something.
Yeah, King Taki Terrier. That's from...
And the overpass.
Exactly. Then where you...
Yeah, but we need a statue there.
Where will you put it?
I should find a place.
Yeah, it can be done.
I should put it statue.
Those things are really good. We tell the history and story.
Imagine I'm in a car, my King Daddy, who is King Taki Terrier. The first.
You educate.
And you give him education and things. Don't before somebody go and put it on Google and change the thing.
but Bernard, it's important that we take what I'm raising seriously.
I agree.
The 37.
I agree with you.
If we want to celebrate our heroes, let's celebrate them. If we don't want to celebrate them,
let's not do it.
Exactly.
So the statue is
rotting away.
Decrepit.
Like, I mean, termites are eating it. In fact, if you are at that junction, right, I know people are there listening to us. Take a picture and send it to us.
Speaking of banks.
Yeah.
GCB Bank is making business simpler, faster, and smarter with digital solutions designed for every business. Run payroll, make vendor payments, and approve transactions on the go with GCB Bank online banking. So you can pay bills, school fees, and buy forms instantly at any of our branches or with GCB Pay. For importers and exporters and corporates, GCB ePay makes custom duty and institutional payments fast and secure. With our bank debit, prepaid, and ready cash cards, managing business spend is easier than ever. Call 0308-047-998 or email businessexpress@gcb.com.gh. GCB, your bank for life. Speaking of it, GCB also have decorators on runabout.
That's right.
I think I saw one runabout. Yeah, they have a couple of runabouts they've also decorated. Now, you mentioned EcoBank. Let's talk about EDC. Planning for the future begins with the decisions you make today. Save and invest early with EDC to build wealth and retire comfortably. One clear sign of financial growth is when your money starts working for you through steady returns and long-term wealth creation. With EDC, you get professional fund management, flexible investment options, potential for higher returns, and financial security for retirement and future goals. Call EDC on 0302-610-400 or WhatsApp 0509-268-414. Do you know that the mattress you sleep on can affect your health, comfort, and productivity? Many cheap mattresses are made from low-quality materials that can lead to discomfort, poor sleep, and unnecessary replacement costs. Choose quality, choose comfort, choose durability. For almost 60 years, Latex Foam has been Ghana's trusted mattress brand, providing certified quality and unmatched comfort for homes across the country. Visit any Latex Foam showroom nationwide or call 0302-231-155 or visit latexfoamghana.com. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
So, Bernard, the Sankara is now, according to one of our listeners, Aqua J Interchange.
Yes, forgive me. So
Aqua J statue should be there.
Yeah, one of the big six. The man who famously convinced Nkrumah to come and work for the UGCC.
Yeah.
One of Ghana's illustrious sons, originally from Osu. He was a cabinet minister under the Nkrumah government. So which one is the Kintakitewia?
So that's the other one. When you come, you know the Liman...
Hila Liman overpass.
Right. When you're coming from...
so that's Kintakitewia.
What's the name?
The one that takes former Atlantis...
Sunny Alisa FM. Hotel, you know.
That's Kintakitewia.
Yeah, that's right. Kanda overpass.
Okay. So this is Aqua J Interchange.
Yes. It used to be Sankara.
They used to call it Redemption.
Yeah.
You know what they used to call it Redemption?
Yeah. Why?
I think the National Redemption Council or something.
Oh, okay. But you know Equip.
They said something. Yeah, Equip.
Equip.
No, so
Equip is
Equip
somewhere close to.
It used to be. So after Silver Cup,
exactly.
The Equip is where we used to have busy internet.
Yeah.
And now you have what is there now?
Equip.
Now they have some GRA do have some office there. They take the whole, busy internet place.
Yeah.
That is where those days you go and do communication service.
No, but busy internet is after.
It's before.
The GRA is after the busy internet.
I thought the building is
after GRA. There's a road, then you move to the other side.
So what I'm saying is that when you are coming from, do you know Silver Cup?
Yes.
Silver Cup, Paloma.
Yes. I don't know why
Silver Cup is after Paloma.
No, that area is called Silver Cup.
So Silver Cup is ATTC Junction.
Yes, former NDC headquarters area.
Yes, that's NDC regional office.
No, you used to be their national headquarters.
Oh, a whole NDC.
I swear God.
That's more corner.
Yeah, where the host.
Okay, so you have Silver Cup, which is now a one-way lane from Challenge Bookshop.
Correct.
I remember ATTC, they used to sing a song, we come from Silver Cup, opposite Challenge Bookshop.
That song is giving direction.
No, those days in Tako, when ATTC is doing, when they are singing Jama, they have the song, we are the famous. There's some part they say, we come from Silver Cup, opposite Challenge Bookshop. No, it's true. So there's Silver Cup and Equip, which is before Circle.
Correct.
Equip, which leads you to Kokomlemle. Yeah, that's Equip.
Yeah.
I think there was some tire company or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I think they were selling this in Samens will know. I don't know. They used to sell tires or something.
Place,
and then there's a certain newspaper vendor there.
Yes.
He's been there for almost 50 years.
Yes.
Just next to the GRA.
True. It's just across the road, right by the roadside. I see that place.
That was my route, so I have a fair understanding of this place.
Yeah, because
so my auntie was
where you are.
My auntie was not far away from the Equip place,
Okay.
So when you come down a little bit, like you are going towards the Joy FM area.
So you
then when you you first of all come, where Kufuor is said to have Kufuor is said to have some building there.
Okay.
Yeah, just immediately behind it. That's where my auntie was. So that's where I'll come and stop over. So
I was coming from Dakuman side or from
the Dakuman side. So I'll stop there.
You stop at Equip and
fire some cocoa.
Before you move to
Allah, I'll pass the ATTC place. I'll come off for the app but I'll park Mamobi first.
So you are not using the main road?
No.
So you pass Mamobi?
Yeah, so I'll pass Mamobi. Then my guy was in the Mamobi.
Thank you.
Were you appearing at Kanda or you appear at Accra Girl side?
The Accra Girl side. Then I'll
Big Farm.
Then.
Okay.
Then I will pass to Bezaro. when I finish with, I pick up Bazaar with my friend.
And then you pass through.
Yeah, then we pass the airport residential area place.
Inside.
Yeah,
because you are going to Shashi.
So were you walking?
He's walking from Dakuma.
Oh, this is working.
It'll be wrong.
The shortest route from Dakuma, was it official town?
Official town, yes.
So let's apply the route. Do you use the, in Dakuma itself, when you are taking the Trotro, there's Dakuman Junction, Dansuman Junction. You didn't use that, you were passing inside.
No, I'll pass inside.
So you
I'll come down first towards where the Dakuman station, you have a
Dakuman proper.
And then I'll galley down.
You use Nyamiche?
No.
You cut?
I'll cut through. There's a cut through that takes you to the
is it Fadama?
Kaneshi, what's the name? Industrial area.
Okay, not industrial area.
So where the old Melcom used to be.
Correct.
Which is now, you see, pass through the new Melcom area. Then you come down. You know where they sell the goods, no?
Yeah.
Yes, that train overpass.
Overpass. Then you come down. You come further down. When you come down,
so this place is not where the building collapsed recently.
So you pass through the back of it.
So Cap Price.
No, not Cap Price. There's a place
before Alagi.
Not far from where the lighthouse people, their churches.
Okay, North Kaneshi.
Kodesh.
Yeah, the Kodesh.
Oh, Kodesh. Okay. Here, this side. Kodesh.
Yeah, there's a Zenith Bank in.
Yes. Industrial area. Okay, Kodesh.
So you use that side.
Okay.
Pass through the latex foam area.
So the Promasidor side. So total be there.
Then you come down small. Ashford.
How are you crossing the gutter? Also, you used to.
No, I was walking by the roadside.
Okay.
So when you come down further, then you come to the goat side where they sell the goat.
Yeah, I know that place.
Then
you cross.
Then you cross. You find yourself.
Then you cross to Limley side.
Go to
side. Go and do the cocoa.
Joe FM. Then you go down. So my auntie was there.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you fire.
Then you use Mammobi.
Yeah. So when you finish, then you pick your bag. Then you galley to
Mammobi. The walk?
An hour and a half or two.
It's serious,
yeah.
Because if you wanted to take a car, you would have to take Dakuman to Circle, Circle to Medina to get down Shiashi.
Yes.
And then you walk, but that would be too much money.
Yeah, that one you have to find the money for it.
It's too complicated.
And then also fight for the car. Because those days, Charlie wasn't. No, it was a whole fight.
This is when you came to Accra fresh.
Yeah.
So it was 99, 2000.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So it was a long time.
So
one day we should walk the route.
Yeah. And raise money to support some.
we should do sponsored work to treat some. Maybe one of
the richest guys there.
One of the health conditions.
Yeah.
Maybe when you are for 50. We reenact the work from official town.
Allah.
My regret is that the part of Medina I used to live. I can't recognize the place properly
anymore
because it's become so like kiosks. You know, I was born at Firestone.
Okay.
All right. So actually, the house I was born is not very far from the road.
Is it far from Maya Hut?
Maya Hut is far.
Okay.
But I'll tell you something. We used to walk to Maya Hut.
Allah.
So you see, the thing about Madi, those days you used to walk. If you want to go to Maya Hut, you have to stand at Firestone, take a car to Zongo Junction.
Yeah.
Now, when you get to Zongo Junction, the last stop was taxi rank.
Okay.
All right. Now, anything else, you have to find your way.
Wow.
Do you understand? So, we used to go to Church of Queen of Peace Catholic Church. So, when we are going, there's a shortcut from Firestone, Peace Villa, pass through Medina number 3 and 4. There's a place called Hannah School.
I know Hannah School complex.
That's corner.
Then
that's corner.
Yes. So when you pass through Hannah School, there's some Medina. I think we call number 3 or 4 because number 1 is near the taxi rank, but number 3 and 4. And they used to do day and afternoon. Then you pass inside.
Oh, so in school.
We used to call it Fireman Park or something. That's where Zebi Fireman used to play.
Okay.
Fireman, there's a team called Zebi something. Pass there, go and appear inside, then go and appear near the post office.
The post office, yeah.
Then you continue to taxi rank and cut.
Ubagba left.
Before you go and appear at. So if you say you are going to, that time I think Jifa Gomashi them live that. It's a long road, it's a long walk. Wow. And it was very normal. It was very normal.
Long walk to freedom.
These days we take our kids from their house, they sit in the car, drop them in school. And when they drop in school, we don't even let them walk to their class. We hold them and hold their hand to the class. Again, those days we didn't have, when the school bus wasn't working, Mercy Primary School for Medina, sometimes you have to walk. So if like the bus delays, so eventually some of the people in Medina, we had a teacher, I think Auntie Hannah also, she organized a trotro for us.
Right.
That would then pick us. Because sometimes you don't get a car. If you don't leave before 7, you can stand by the roadside till 9.
Charlie?
So sometimes we just decided I will be walking, you go through Presec, walk through Presec, cut through some of the bushes that now you have all these UPSA things. You get to Legon. It's less than 15-20 minutes.
The last time I drove past that international hostel area, it's not where you have the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and all of those. Those days they were not like that. Big galleys like gutter through those areas, with bush and pathways. You know, airport area has changed.
So if you raise a morning, you are going to go.
Charlie, you'll be jumping over. It was really
so
bad.
Sometimes you get wet, or you have to wait for the rain to dry.
That's right. You'll be jumping over.
And what time the classes start at?
OIC those days. I think it must have been around 8, if my memory serves me correct.
So when
you needed to report,
you needed to walk back home too.
Yeah.
Charlie, it was low.
I mean, Bezaro.
So you close around 2.
They're about Bezaro were in 3 towns together. We met at OIC. So he was at Mamubi.
But where is Kluche at the time?
Kluche was then was then in Odoko. But at that time we hadn't connected.
You hadn't met him yet.
Yeah.
Charlie, did you do something before?
So let me greet Bezaro.
Where is he now?
Francis Seshi. He said they do something for the Spink Test area.
They do business.
No, he said they do something. No, Bezaro, you be big man.
You have many memories. No, Bezaro, if you are listening, this one is for you.
No, big man.
This is what you should do. You see how Amachi they did give songs. When you do your next song,
Bezaro.
First line enterprise. Bezaro, forgive our fans. Let me do 2 more announcements.
Yes.
This July, Ghana will host the GIPCON 2026 on the theme Innovation, Investment, and Policy for Growth. Excellency Mahama will be the guest of honor.
Okay.
Speakers include the Minister John Jinapo, Tamaklo Eduji, CEO of MPA, Patrick Ofei, Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors, and Riverson Opong of COMAC. It's between 16th and 17th July at the Palms Convention Center, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. And there's also the Downstream Awards and Gala Night on the 18th at 6 p.m. at Kempinski. Register by calling 055-822-3678.
All right.
There's also the Ministry of Education pleased to announce the official launch of the Ghana National Research Fund to be officially launched by President Mahama. It's Tuesday, June 16th. So that's today. 9
That's the
a.m.
Mahama Cares thing, yeah? Or something else?
No. This is the Ghana National Research Fund.
Oh, okay.
It's Tuesday, June 16th. That's this morning, 9 a.m. Labadi Beach Hotel. President Mahama is a guest of honor. The launch marks an important milestone in Ghana's efforts to place research, innovation, and knowledge at the center of the national development, economic growth, and evidence-based policy making. So this event is at Labadi Beach Hotel. And then quickly, Ghana Association of Banks is urging you to be careful. Fraudsters create fake websites that look exactly like your banks, sending you links to verify your details. Once you enter information, they take control of your account. Before you click, look at the link carefully. Never click suspicious links. Instead, quickly visit your bank's official website for information or contact the bank directly using its official phone number. This is brought to you by Ghana Association of Banks. So, Scott, I was thinking, imagine somebody living in Kaswa who has to do the kind of thing you did to Accra. To be serious.
It's a little bit serious. Kaswa is
too far.
Yes, too far. And then also the pathways are not as laid out as was the case, during my days. No, certainly not. That would be a difficult one.
An interesting text my friend sent me says, there's a story of the Big Six being told in Accra with runabouts. So we have Emmanuel Obechebi Lamte Circle, Abose Okai, near Royal House. So that's one. Kwame Nkrumah Circle, the main circle. Ebenezer Kwaje is Liberation Road Circle. JB Dankwa is Dankwa Circle in Osu. Then Edward Akufo-Addo is the Akufu Runabout, Togo Embassy.
Yeah, the cantonment.
Yeah, that one is really good.
The only one we don't know is William Oforiatta.
Okay.
So we may have to give him a runabout because of the Big Six. The only one who doesn't runabout.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, Wajabs, Charlie, you there for?
Yeah.
Charlie Wajabs.
The airport, we have all of them, right?
We don't have enough airports.
No, at the airport, there's a runabout there. We have all of them there.
Yeah, but I'm talking about individuals.
Oh, okay.
So of Accra runabout, the only one who hasn't gotten a name is Oforiatta.
Okay.
Yeah. Nkrumah Circle is the most popular. Obeche Bilamte is now an overpass. Akwaje, JB Dankwa, and then Akufo-Addo runabout near Togo Embassy. So let's give William Oforiatta a runabout.
Yes. Are there any other runabouts left in Accra?
We can train you.
Yeah. But do you know Pa Willie?
Pa Willie, yeah, William Pa Willie.
That's not William Oforiatta.
Which one?
Pa Willie is the guy who formed UNC.
Oh, yes. Pa Willie, yes.
He's a convention,
yeah.
Fair guy,
big man.
Evangelist.
Yeah, they preach.
He did beat rough.
Yeah. Those days they were combining all kinds of professions.
Yeah. No, Pa Willie is highly venerated in the 70s.
Yeah.
I know people who even voted for him. Yeah. I know some people voted for Pa Willie. Oh, they like him, Pa. They said Pa Willie was a good guy.
He was a good guy. They delivered.
You know, Caleb, do you know this guy? Edwin, do you know Pa Willie?
No, I don't.
Ask your parents. I'm sure they even voted for him. They had a song.
What was the song?
They said something, convention, Pa Willie, something. They had a song. If you say, no, it's true, you can ask them.
Never heard of that song.
No. He said, da 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 da. Convention, clean, Pa Willie, Neko.
All have been playing some of those things.
Small boys are young.
Oh, Johnny.
They have to be told that story. I know make who find it as well.
Pa Willie. He was the Indum of their time. Second
social media trends brought to us by Telecel, and Edwin Kwakofi joins us with details of all that is trending.
Thank you for having me this morning. Good morning, Bernard. Good morning, Caleb, and good morning, Richard Delasky.
Bless you.
Let's start off in Ghana and an update to the story about the alleged murder of Innocentia Avinu. We've got an update on that because the police say they have arrested 39-year-old Michael Mensah over her death. Of course, Innocentia was declared missing on the 11th, and then her body was found washed ashore 2 days later. So the police have arrested 39-year-old Michael Mensah over the murder of the UCC student, and they are continuing their investigations into the matter. So a slight update on that story.
So we should keep an eye on the story.
Yes, we are keeping an eye on the story. And
very important story.
Yes, he was picked up by the IGP cyber vetting and enforcement team.
Ghana police, they want to catch you.
That space, the digital space.
They will catch you.
Yes, so we hope she gets justice and her family gets justice as well.
Quick correction. So William Oforiatta, the Pa Willie of the Big Six, is the same person.
Same person.
Yes, he's the same person. I made a mistake here. So the Pa Willie I'm singing about is the last member of the Big Six who didn't have a runabout. So we are looking for a runabout for him. Sky, I can commission you to do that.
Yeah, we'll find one.
Pa Willie.
Yeah.
So he's the same person. William Oforiatta. Thank you for the correction.
Yes, and there's another troubling video being circulated on social media of an alleged teacher of the Bole Senior High School engaged in intimate relations with a final year student in one of their laboratories in the science lab. Yeah, so the person who was filming was outside but zoomed in to film it. And yes, that is going viral as well. People are calling for...
What school is this?
Bole Senior High School, allegedly, yes. So apparently the school has initiated investigations into the matter. People are calling on the police to also come in.
I think the Minister for Education needs to call the GES and school heads to a very big conversation around discipline in our secondary schools. And probably review some of the what's the way to call it, the standards by which the teachers do their work, because there's a lot of issues.
Yeah, Bernard, I mean, look, throughout the years that I was outside schooling, it was not even allowed that you even have a teacher's mobile phone number. But here, go to the universities, teach the lecturers and students like the chaka.
It's not even ethical.
They will tell you that whatever you want to say, send an email so that they can track it. If you want to come and see me, book an appointment. Document it. But this one,
where is ethics? You know, how can a teacher even be chatting with a student? You know, Minister, please, you need to do some work on this. So we have to review some of these things and make examples of errant teachers.
We do, and let's move away from that story to another one involving our EC. And yesterday we got the information that two of the deputy commissioners had left their post. Dr. Eric Bosman Sari had resigned, and he says he's going back to teach at the university. And then we also heard that Samuel Attah-Mensah had retired from his post as well. Of course, this comes after the resignation was announced of Sophia Ekufi, the former Chief Justice from the Council of State. Actually, we heard from the Minister of State in charge of government communications last night on Eyewitness News that she had actually resigned late last year.
So why did they keep the information?
Exactly. That's
he said he only speaks on what he's authorized to speak on.
No, but governmental transparency also requires that some of these key positions, in order to avoid all these speculations,
as soon as there's a resignation, you make it known.
You don't conceal it,
and then it looks like you are releasing it at a particular time.
Okay, so let's move on from that to the FIFA World Cup, and it was the day of the goalkeepers. It was the day of the goalkeepers. First of all, Spain's goalless draw with Cape Verde, which a lot of us did not expect. It was down to Vozinha's heroics, the 40-year-old goalkeeper.
40
in the second division of Portuguese football.
Wow.
Yes.
How many saves did he make?
He made 7 saves.
Critical.
Wow. Yes, 7 saves throughout the game.
I hear his Instagram jumped from
I was going to
40,
make that point. Jumped from 40,000, and it's currently, when I checked this morning, 5.8 million followers.
Wow. Are you serious?
Yes.
Charlie?
Not 400,000.
No, 40,000.
40,000 to 5 million.
5.8 million.
Impact of the World Cup.
Serious?
It's insane.
5 million.
So that's
5 million.
times how many? Because 40,000 to 400,000 is times 10.
Yeah.
So times 100.
Charlie, it'll be deadly.
Or 400,000. 5 million. Wow.
That's the impact, and he can now monetize that account.
He can.
They should just take highlights of the clip. For every 1,000 views, $10.
So for those of you who don't appreciate the impact of the World Cup, that is what it is. That's an individual. Imagine what he can do for a nation.
But it means that if Ghana performs well, let's assume we do England a 2-0. Who is Attah-Mensah? Attah-Mensah began at Adabraka, Argentinos Juniors. Then we Google Adabraka. Then Citi FM in the corner. Imagine Attah-Mensah. He will catch a penalty for
Benjamin Assad.
Attah-Mensah will start. Stop that thing. Stop that thing. Yeah, stop that thing.
Yeah, so definitely his life has changed because of that performance against
5 million, and it will continue because people will be watching the clips, YouTube, all these places. No,
is that even possible mathematically? That's from 40.
That's not organic growth in the real sense of the word.
This one is exponential. Wow.
Yes.
Boom. 5 million. And I'm not even joining me. I have to go and follow him to make it 5 million.
You're
also following him.
Oh, I want to see the guy perform.
No, you go follow him.
It'll be me, man. No, he deliver.
He caught everything.
Charlie, everything. You know, it brought me back to Nibombe Wake. That guy. And then he play everything for the world.
Kwabena Iboah say Nibombe. It's one of Kwabena Iboah's best clips. Like Ghana, he
catch everything.
Nibombe Wake. Didn't hear him again after that.
Now he break you.
He showed up only for Ghana. He disappeared. Okay, so aside from Vozinha, there was Mohamed Al-Owais from Saudi Arabia. He's 34 years old.
Caught some balls,
Also 9 saves against Uruguay, the most at the tournament so far.
Okay, but they said that came from
Saudi Arabia.
Solid yesterday.
Charlie, the guy gets some mustache. It be like he grow like 40 million.
Is it for here?
No.
His name is what?
Mohamed Al-Owais. Yeah. Let's talk about 9 saves.
Okay.
Let's talk about Spain, because even though they've had a good squad every single World Cup. It seems they've been struggling. They've only won 3 World Cup games since the 2010 final.
That's serious.
So that's against Australia in 2014, Iran in 2018, and in Costa Rica in 2022. So the Spanish national team, there's something a little off about them at the World Cup.
When they won, they did one goal project. The World Cup they won. Yes. It was 1-0, 1-0, and they won. So those people, I don't trust them.
Yeah, so Africa's other representative yesterday, Egypt, they drew 1-1 with Belgium. Today we are going to see France versus Senegal, a huge match.
I think it's the game of the round.
It probably is, because they are not just two of the best sides in world football at the moment. We know the political issues that exist
it's like
the two.
Ghana and Nigeria playing England. There are always issues.
Yeah, in the other games, Iraq take on Norway, and another African team, Algeria, they face the world champions, Argentina.
What do you make of the African teams? Now they do, because Belgium, how do you rate Egypt?
Well, I think Egypt did pretty well, but in the second half, Belgium just took over and probably should have won that game. To be honest,
in the second half.
In the second half, I think.
But the first half, Egypt really did well.
Yeah, they really played well, and it's a case of not taking your chances and extending your lead.
So if you had taken their chances in the first half, they would have been ahead by 2.
Exactly, and they probably would have won this game. But the other African countries, Morocco were really good against Brazil. Again, should have won that game. South Africa were not good against Mexico. And if you take a look at the other teams, Cape Verde are the ones who you'd look at and think that a good performance. They all actually had a couple of chances to win.
And this is their first ever World Cup.
So, yes.
But they tire small. The ball was always in their house.
Yes. So we have a number of big games today. Let's move on to tech news. And the UK has joined the raft of countries that have announced ban for under 16s on social media. So it will be introduced in early 2027 to allow the tech companies to get everything in place and ensure they can track who is using it. The government is also considering an overnight curfew and measures to stop infinite scrolling for under 18s. So you don't have to, if there's TikTok or Instagram, it's not an infinite scroll where you have video after video after video popping up. So that's it for that ban. The BBC spoke to a number of kids who use social media consistently. One teenager said she used social media for 9 hours over the weekend. And then when she was asked how she would feel that time, she said she would stare at a wall. So obviously the teens aren't happy with the decision.
And go and play Ampy.
Yeah, sometimes it's necessary.
By the way, the goalkeeper's page grew by approximately 12,855%. This is Maximus giving me the figure. 44,000 to 5.7 million. So that's 12,800%.
Wow.
In 90 minutes.
Charlie,
it's probably a Guinness Book of Records too.
It probably is.
The fastest growth of a page
after a football match, most likely.
44,000 to 5.7 million.
That's huge.
And let me announce that Somali referee Omar Attan, he will be paid in full for the matches he was not allowed to.
Salary increase.
And then
he will referee the
Europa Super Cup as well.
Good for him. Charlie, Edwin, thank you for being here. That was Tech and Social Media Trends.
There are many reasons to connect, and it's all to put smiles on the faces of those you love.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That's my daughter, Angela. Caring for my parents, that's my duty. I also get to pay my utility bills easily with Telecel Cash. And to the suppliers at my shop,
hello, sir. Telecel Cash payment received right on time. Thank you.
I get to make them smile because I can pay to my suppliers' merchant numbers, even on other networks directly. My dear ones, we keep the connection stronger when our family, friends, and business relations are happy. Live on cash, enjoy convenience, and make those who matter smile when you send them money with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Running a business today, Charlie, you know easier.
And that is why you need the right partner. When I'm making payments, Absa sorted me cash flow. Send me here fast and flexible loan crampoa. No wahala. Absa Business Banking is always there for me. Whether you're a large business or an SME, Absa has you covered.
At Absa, we get it, and we understand every kind of business need. Visit an Absa Bank branch today for your business banking solutions. Your story matters. Absa.
With the recent increase in electricity tariffs and fuel prices, power, although unreliable, has become expensive, and owning a noisy generator becomes a headache rather than luxury. For an affordable and durable electricity solution, you need to go solar with Translight. Feel the independence, experience the comfort, and be productive. Translight Solar. Wherever there is sunlight, there is Translight. Think solar. Think Translight. Locate us at 98 Boundary Road, East Legon, in between ARS and the American House at the White House bus stop. Visit our website at translightsolar.com. Call us on 0504-249-229 or 0206-542-454 or reach us through email info@translightsolar.com.
Looking for a location that gives your business a competitive edge? Dawa Industrial Zone offers world-class facilities, direct access to major trade hubs, and a thriving business ecosystem. Whether you are setting up in the manufacturing, logistics, or services, our ready-to-use industrial spaces and supportive policies make expansion easy. Visit www.diz-ghana.com or call 055-20-40,000. Dawa Industrial Zone, where businesses thrive.
The world is changing fast, and the leaders who thrive will shape what comes next. What matters now is the ability to think clearly, act with purpose, and lead in complexity. For more than 20 years, Ashesi University has shaped leaders who do exactly that, combining character with rigorous real-world problem-solving. Our MBA and Master's programs in Intelligent Computing Systems and Mechatronic Engineering are designed for professionals who want their work to matter and their leadership to last. Remember, graduate and undergraduate admissions are ongoing. Visit ashesi.edu.gh to learn more.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
Above the noise.
A compendium of proverbs, which is Kai channeling his inner Agbotiya. (8:22) on the City Breakfast Show. Whether you're grinding for the exam, listening to the City Breakfast Show on your way to work, pushing deadlines at work, or cooking the next big idea, Cowbell Coffee gives you that creamy taste and rich coffee aroma to kickstart your day right. Because success doesn't happen overnight. It's the little moments, the early mornings, the late nights. Cowbell Coffee with you every moment. Charlie, this is your song. One day you use a spray.
It's just a way of bending it a little bit.
Yeah, so it's actually Richard Sky singing this song. Yeah, it's amazing, Charlie. Anyway, everybody's a winner with the Ungalicious Abin Wahab promo. Over 4 million CDs worth of cash and prizes to be won. Just look out for the special Ungalicious promo packs. Submit 20 of our powder promo sachets and 20 Unga shrimp tablet wrappers at any of our redemption centers, and you could you receive a scratch card. Scratch, review your unique code and send to *713*27# and win instantly. Cash prizes of up to 200,000 CDs, deep freezers, smart TVs, kitchen appliances to be won. This promo is until 15th July. Terms and conditions apply.
Yes, and if you're looking to further your education, Delexis University is inviting you for world-class education. They run programs from BSc Nursing all the way to BSc Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics. They are located at Tema Community 25, Peace B Junction. Delexis, DELEXES, university.edu.gh is the website. Go check out more of the courses. And life has a funny way of showing up uninvited. 1 minute everything is fine, the other, then there are bills running all over the place. So join IU annual cover. They've got you covered with just a yearly premium of 159 Ghana cedis or 264 Ghana cedis or 396 Ghana cedis for yourself and each family member. You get up to 16,000, more than 16,000 actually, to support funeral expenses, and up to 322 Ghana cedis for daily hospital cash benefit per night. And so say yes to us. You can even add up to 6 family members from 1 to 69 years to your policy. Sign up now. Log into the Momo app. Go to Financial Services, select Insure, tap IO and follow the prompts. Alternatively, dial *928*10# and select the annual cover. WhatsApp 0596918235. Follow us on our socials. IO Ghana. IO because you care. And people are winning big on 590 mobile just by dialing *959#. So we've increased the playtime. Noon rush starts from 8:30 p.m. closes at 1:25 p.m. the next day. The evening draw starts at 1:30 p.m. closes at exactly 7:55 p.m. Sunday Asida remains the same. Catch all the 590 mobile evening live draws from Monday special to Sunday Asida on GTV. Always remember to stick responsibly. It's not for persons below 18. Sapient and Vision, a proud subsidiary of Innovari, are inviting board risk committee members, EXCO, CEOs, managers, and risk professionals to the 9th edition of Risk Summit Africa. The theme is Global Risk, Local Impact, Building Strong Systems and Institutions for a Resilient Future. That's happening from the 29th to the 30th of July out at Crown Forest Hotel near Winneba. 8 a.m. each day is the time. Delegate package includes 16,000 Ghana cedis, full accommodation, all-inclusive summit experience, 11,000 Ghana cedis, and summit participation only and exclusive of accommodation. RiskSummitAfrica.com is where to register. 0502-437-609. Step away, think deeper, lead stronger.
Bernard, Charlie, I have something in common with Richard Delaskai. I used to walk from Dansoman to Circle every day to work. Later, I bought a bike to do that route. Charlie, one time my friend and I walked for industrial area from shop to shop looking for a job. Today, by the grace of God, I drive the same car as Richard. I saw him at the Children's Park on one of your programs. God has done it. God has been good. Hard work pays. This is from Echo. Good morning, Bernard and the entire CBS team. I'm greatly inspired by the life of Richard Delaskai and how far the Lord has brought him. His journey is a powerful reminder that with faith, determination, hard work, and perseverance, no matter where we begin in life, we can rise above our circumstances and achieve great things. The story continues to inspire many of us to keep pushing forward and never give up on our dreams. Thank you for sharing such inspiring stories with your listeners. Jerry from East Legon. Good morning, Aloski. Sky is a serious guy and a crashy hustler and Agba Lenyala at the same time. Sky, you're a big man. This is Ezekiel from Dodowa. Ben, apparently this song is actually true. My dad tells me the song was corrupted to something about Osu Cemetery. But I actually have people who have sent. Yes. Look, when I tell you something, I'm like, even people have sent the song. Play the song for the people to hear. The song, it be proper song. Full song.
God pays the best. UNC all the way. Convention a year clean. Pavilion.
This guy didn't clear his throat before he sang it. Give me another one.
Vote for you and see the party for you. Vote for you and see the party for you. Broad is the best.
USC all the way. Convention clean. Pa William Neko. You see, it's on Ekufu. I have something here. So I have the what's the name of this? The poster. So vote UNC. So there's a man who's showing his hand. A woman a hand. United
all the way.
National Convention.
UNC.
The broad-based party for the silent majority. Vote for the man of the hour, Pa Willie, the man of cleanliness, sincerity, humility, and courage. Pa Willie na Oriko.
Yes.
And Sa na Oriko. Vote Pa Willie for stability. Remember the clean hand. So he said he has clean hands.
Convention clean.
Pa Willie. We need a roundabout for the man. And you know, Pa Willie apparently also was an evangelist. So he has a Ghana evangelism something. That he's a very. In fact, I went to a program a few years ago where his son came to speak.
Oh, beautiful!
Where he was honored. So he was actually a clean guy. I need to make another correction. So Akwaje is actually from La.
Right.
But I confused it because Akwaje Park is in Osu. But Akwaje himself, he is the guy. For me, he's Nkrumah's best pal within the big six.
Right.
Yeah, because he
brought him down.
And then he and Nkrumah sort of went and do the CPP thing. So we have 6 roundabouts. There's another interesting one I got about the roundabouts. So apparently a lot of banks where did I get this message from? A lot of
banks. I think came from Albert, I think from Abilene.
Do you have it on the thing?
Yeah, I think
read it for me.
Have it. So he says that good morning, CBS.
Morning.
The banks are doing very well with runabouts, but please, the plastic grass is too much. Also, the banks and their lovely high-rise. You are mentioning
it's different.
Oh, it's different.
This person was mentioning which bank
are taking care of which runabout. Maintaining them. The runabout around the U.S. Embassy, though, I think Guel is in charge of that.
Is it Guel?
Yeah, I see.
I think run a search in your, your chart. You'll find
it. Good. Have it. Good morning, Bernard and team. It seems the banks have adopted most of the major runabouts in Accra, and they decorated during Christmas. Zenith for airport runabouts.
Yes.
Stanchart has Akwaje, bracket Sankara. Yeah. EcoBank does Ridge runabout, which you referenced. FBN takes care of 37 runabouts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Omni Bisic for the Ekufu Ado runabout near Togo Embassy.
That's
Omni Bisic.
It's so well done.
And then there's GCB for the runabout near Chain Homes. Whilst they do well to brighten up the city during Christmas, they should be interested in managing the areas around the year. I have seen a notice which indicates that Zenith sponsored the recent greening of the airport runabout and driveway. So they should take up the runabout.
So the 37-1, that's what, which bank is responsible for that?
37, give me a minute, I'll pull it up again. Okay. The 37-1 is FBN.
Okay. FBN. So they should work around.
FBN. So they are the elephants.
Yes.
Yeah, they are I think green and something.
Yeah, so they should get they should commission somebody
Pascal,
to
I want to go back to this point.
Which one?
The big 6 all have
runabout.
Yeah, so the American embassy runabout is Goyle.
Yes.
The American embassy. But then the British High Commissioner's residence in the Omni Bisic.
That's Omni Bisic.
Togo Embassy.
Yes. In fact, those two are some of my favorite well-kept runabouts in the craft. Those two.
So it looks like they beyond decorating, they make it look nice.
They really keep it clean.
What I'm saying is that each of the big 6 has a runabout in Accra named after him. And this is from my friend Wajabs.
Yes.
Okay, Wajabs, he knows these things.
Convention.
So we need a runabout for we the convention people. Because Obechebi Lamte runabout is the one that takes Abuso Kai to ICGC Old. Kwame Nkrumah Circle Dubai.
Yes.
Akwaje runabout or Akwaje interchange, Akwaje overpass near Stanchart, former Sankara. Dankwa Circle, Osu. That circle needs to be expanded. It's too small.
The Dankwa one.
Yeah, Dankwa needs to be expanded. Akufo-Addo is the Togo embassy one, the one that Omni Bisik has done.
Yes.
Why does William Oforiatta not have a runabout?
That's $1 million question.
So there are people who all support William Oforiatta.
No, the
online petition.
Yeah.
When you're going to Bemakam, that runabout there, no? Is it named after
Bemakam?
somebody? So towards Bemakam, before you go towards...
where are you coming from? That's the question.
If you are coming from 37.
So from Gifford Road, Elwak?
Gifford Road, Elwak. That runabout, I don't think
is
it's
there a runabout somewhere?
You mean the interchange, the small interchange?
The one that takes you to the...
Good.
There's a new Canton Bank Hospital.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not named after-
Maybe it has a name, I don't know. Maybe we should name
No,
it.
check Google and see if it has a name.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Please, we have found a runabout.
Yeah.
I think we should mention to the national monument. No, we have found a runabout. This is the is it called the Bemakam bypass?
Yes, just in front.
The runabout in front of
it's actually an interchange or overpass.
It's not an interchange in a way because it takes you to
you see that place?
The bank hospital when you are coming down from
correct
Elwak.
Yes. So
we have found a runabout for Pawili.
Yes.
And they've painted the place nice.
So who should I imagine? So if I wanted to make a petition for this, who should I talk to? Should I write a letter?
Maybe the Monuments Board will be responsible for this thing.
Because
presidential involvement.
The truth is that
presidential.
You see, the truth is that
involvement.
In Ghana we only hand over the scandals and the what do you call it? Like is the funny stories about historical figures, but they are very solid things that I mean. A man like Pawili, from what I've read. He was an honest politician. To think that somebody can come to do a campaign and say, my hands are clean. How many? Imagine today, a politician coming and saying, this, you don't understand, like, my hands are clean.
It's rare.
And if you look at the poster that I showed, maybe I should let you tweet it. The poster actually shows clean hands.
Clean hands, okay.
You know, I'm not saying we should go and vote for him or something, but it feels like some of our history has not been properly told. Okay. When I was young, they used to say something for Autobeji Golf. That was all I heard about Achampon until Professor Bafo Ajimandua wrote a book about a champon.
Yeah.
And I said, this guy was one of our best leaders. I mean, for me, of course, I don't support the coup he did or whatever, but if you read Bafo Ajimandua's defense, you find it very difficult to argue that a champion was not a visionary leader. Of course, he made mistakes and everything else, but you get my point. So we need a more, we need to be more serious about our political history, particularly because these days on air you have a lot of propaganda.
Yeah,
you know, a politician can come and sit in front of you and just say things that he knows is not true just because he wants to win power. You get it? So if Pawili is somebody who stood for something, of course, the other thing I heard about Pawili was they only reference it to talk about how they lost the election to Liman because that was the genesis of the so-called Ashanti Achim issue in MPP tradition. But I'm sure that's like a very small part of the whole story.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And we also told that when PNDC came, some people were from UNC's talk, some were from PFP. So Victor Usu, PFP, Pawili, UNC, and they sort of used that to say that in the MPP, the Achim people are UN. But that's not really true because there are people from both sides who were supporting both. Yeah. So my point is, we need to get the history right beyond, because I'm a journalist. And after 10, 15 years, a lot of this history will be lost and distorted. Okay. Number two, let's name a runabout after him. I think for a politician to stand for clean hands, that's not to say his opponents were not clean, but I think that is something we should go back to. Where a politician can come and say, my hands are clean, vote for me. How many politicians can say that?
Yeah.
Do you understand? That my hands are clean. Can you imagine?
Send me the poster. Let me see.
I'll send it to you. And it was, I think, this black and white poster. William Oforiatta. Where's this poster? The person who sent it to me, please forgive me. Another thing I need to say is something about the interchange. I'll give you some more information about it. But
we need all that history.
Yes.
The person who sent me the Power Elite poster, please send it again.
Yes.
I've lost your...
Bernard, while you dig that out, can I do a few dedications that we missed?
Oh, yeah, please do.
So, happy birthday to Louisa Anna Baxter of Qatar Airways. We wish you endless happiness, success, and beautiful adventure. This is from Neem. Happy birthday to DCOP Theodore Homanu from Kluger family. And Ben Asari listens to us. He is the host of the breakfast show on Greener FM UNER.
Nice
Ben, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my love, Emmanuel Buama of Standard Chartered Bank on this special day. May you enjoy success, joy, and good health. This is from your wife, Nana, and the children, Pa and Ajua. And happy birthday to my bestie, my sister from another mother. You've always been my girl, solid, real, and always there for me, no matter what. To Hannah Care Rabos, happy birthday to you. You know who this is from. It's from Stella. And then also... happy birthday to Nicolina Bruce Cobalt. May God bless you and keep you. Have a wonderful day from your sister Linda Bruce Cobalt.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I think a number of comments have come in there. So
many.
Caleb, you want to take
Power
some of
Elite
those?
song is actually true, Bernard. My dad tells me that song was corrupted to blah blah blah. Osu Cemetery. Power Elite. This is the version I grew up to me. So convention clean. We adulterated the song to Osu Cemetery. Yeah, that's
I think they
correct.
said because Power Elite was one of the oldest. Don't forget, he was part of the Big Six. So
Right.
in 79, he was quite old. So they were teasing him that he's too old. He's going to die.
So bad politics.
So Osu Cemetery.
Yeah, so they were using that because they were saying that.
He's close to the cemetery.
I mean, Liman was much younger. I'm not sure how old Victor Uso was. But I mean, that was what they were saying.
Bad politics. That's bad politics.
But is there a book on Power Elite?
I'm sure there should
If
be
somebody's
something,
written something,
Yeah.
please send it to us.
Good morning. Yes.
Go ahead.
So this one says, good morning, Ben and Tim. I said, Dansuman fan forever. I propose you name our popular runabout after William. Any other runabouts? Which one is it? Dansuman runabout.
Dansuman runabout.
Exhibition site.
But there's also one not far from where the Big Six runabout is at the airport. You know, when you go down towards the old VIP, it's still a VIP.
That airport.
Yeah,
but it's not a
the
major
VIP.
runabout. It's like a
Yeah, it's
runabout
small,
within
like
an
that.
airport.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
think Caleb has found the
I see
runabout.
that.
The one in front of
I've seen that
The
one. It's quite
runabout,
small.
the runabout we have found is
It's
the
cool.
one
It's cool.
taking you to Bemakam traffic light.
Not bad.
From Gifford. We should call it
William Oforiatta.
For me, what I like about him, look, it's not very easy to come to campaign and say you are clean. I mean, it's a serious thing. And we need it in our body politic, because in those days, their politics wasn't even as patronage based as ours is. You get it? Where, look, they had done a military coup, at some point had been removed, Akufo had come back, and they were handing over power, and then I think Rawlings was lurking in the shadows or whatever. You get it? And somebody comes and says, I've been with you since Big Six. Think about Big Six. That's 1948. So 58, 10 years, 68, 20 years, 78, 30 years, 31 years in politics and says, I'm clean.
It was a veteran.
How many politicians in 31 years can tell you they are clean?
Yeah, man of integrity.
You get it? So, yeah, I'm not idolizing the dead, but I feel like the idea of Power Elite should be seriously considered, because we need politicians to rise and say, I have been with you. Like Moses said, he says, no, what was it Moses? One of the prophets. I think Samuel. He said, I've been with you for all these years. Have I taken anybody's ox? Have I? How many leaders can look into people's face and say, I have been your leader for 30 years and I've stolen nothing from you?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
You get it? So for me, the idea of Power Elite and what it stood for is important for our day. That we need politicians who can use the personal integrity. Again, we know that there's a difference between personal integrity and systemizing accountability. But it's related, because if you are personally corrupt, you cannot insist on a clean system. So the leader's integrity is as important as the system he puts in place.
Because you leverage that also.
Do you understand? So we are not saying that that's the only thing that matters. You need to have a system where there's accountability. But every accountability system is undermined if the leader itself is corrupt. Right. So for a politician to do 31 years in public space
and still assert without any
clean hands.
pushback like that.
Again, those of you who were old enough in those times, did people believe him? Was he? I mean, I think
this was in 79, right?
I think he placed third in the election.
We were not born.
But we can find out. You can even check the election result. I think that's what the one Liman won.
Yeah.
Because Liman, don't forget that Nkrumah's party had also been banned for a long time. So and Imoro Igala was the main guy, but I think for some reason he was not to stand. So he then nominated Liman, who incidentally, I'll tell you this story as well. So apparently, do you know how Liman was discovered? So Imoro Igala, who was the real doyen, one of the first people in the North to ever be educated. Yeah. Right. I went for a book launch about him like a month and a half ago. He was the main guy. And either he was debarred or he found there was some reason he couldn't run for the election. Yeah. He had gone to campaign in Golu many years ago, and then the headmaster of a school there translated from English into the language vice versa. True. And this headmaster was called Liman. So that's where Imro Igala said, this guy is good. So he started mentoring him. Liman eventually became a diplomat. And then when the whole problem of Imro Igala not being able to stand came up, Liman then became the leader of the party. And Liman won that election. So that's another aspect. Indeed, Imro Igala's son has written a book now on the life of Imro Igala, which I think is very important because like I'm saying about Pawili, Now I know who Imoro Igala is. Thanks to Adai, and Attah-Mensah did the forward for that book. And Attah-Mensah had done the most comprehensive biography of Hila Liman ever. Wow. I mean, it's almost 600 pages. So Attah-Mensah has done the work on Hila Liman, and then Idris Igala, the son of Imoro Igala, has done the work on Imoro Igala. Right. I think you can get that EPP bookshop. Right. Okay. So these histories are important. Look, Sky, you watch EPL. I was watching a match 2 days ago, and the guy scored a goal or something. And the guy was talking about the first time that a team has conceded a goal since 1960 something. You know, even in the league they play, all the commentators are made conscious of the history of the tournament. So when you are watching EPL, 21st minute they are clapping for somebody. Why? Because in 1948 some guy died. We are the only people who don't see history as any useful thing. How many league matches in Ghana do we even commemorate and say this was the day that Kuku Dasi scored this goal? Or this, so the commentator will say, okay, Hearts of Oak versus Accra Great Olympics in 1948, Kuku Dasi. Nobody does that. And the people who don't have an appreciation of their history and use it to inspire the present have no future. You get it? So EPL is great because they are using their history. They are reminding you, you are not even an English person. You wake up and you'll be clapping. You get it? Meanwhile, you don't even know your own football history in your own country. You don't even know your own political history. Now, those who refuse to learn from history are bound to make the same mistakes. So I say we must have and Godfrey used to say, we must have a conscious effort at reclaiming our history. And not just ancient independence, big six history. We are talking about history of institutions. Like we are working on a documentary for the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court history. The history of Kolebu Teaching Hospital. All right, the history of political mobilization, the history of secondary schools. There are many histories that need to be properly calibrated. Imagine you pick a student from your school. Does he know how the school was founded? So if I take a per-second today and I ask him, do you know what happened in 1938? Do you know why we are called Odadie? Do you know where the school is? Do you know why the house is named Akro House, Laboni House, Engman House? Do you know who Klufio is? Do you know who Dacha is? Do they know? Now, institutions, leaders must make sure the current beneficiaries understand the history they have inherited. Because if you don't know how your school came to be, how will you live out its glory? You get it? And it's the same for a country. If you don't know the struggles of people, Aborigines' rights, and how we got here, you become a politician, you just waste the space just doing propaganda. If you don't know what Nkrumah and Co tried to achieve for us and how they were derailed, if you're a new leader, how are you going to channel that inner thing? So history is very crucial because history can then help you to endure a certain, in fact, some of the challenges you will face today, let's assume you go to AU and all these things. People who have history are able to, for example, this xenophobia issue. You'll be surprised that you speak to a former ambassador to South Africa and tell that this thing is happening before, and this was what we did to solve it. So this is what we should do. If you don't have that history, you can't do it. You get it? Because there's nothing new under the sun. everything is in circles and cycles. So there's always a recourse to history. So this thing is not just like I want to vote for Pawuli or something.
Yeah.
Let's name a roundabout after him.
Yeah.
And let's upgrade our syllabus in history. So that our children will have a future. They need to know what. Last point, when I was driving to Akosombo recently, I got to run about at Atimpoku. There's a man that's called Asamani. He has a fantastic history. Apparently, he was one of the chiefs of Akwam, who, when the colonialists were misbehaving, he went to lock, he went to capture the Osu Castle and collected the keys and took it away. This is serious OJ. You know, it's seen OJ like they should come up for that. Yes, how many books have you done about Asamani? Do you get it? It's like, oh, there's some statue there. There's nobody knows.
Yeah.
So you see, in national development, it's not just building highways and having slogans for political parties. People must be proud of who they are and they must know where they are coming from. Do you understand? Because nobody's going to respect you if you don't have a sense of history. Wow. So our intellectuals must make a conscious effort to teach our children history. History of our organization. All these things are very important. Caleb.
Yeah, apparently there's a biography on Pawuli, but I'm told it's out of print.
What is the title?
It's titled Remembering Pawuli, William Ofori-Atta, The Bridge to a Peaceful Modern Society.
Written by who?
Okay, the author's name is not here, but Eric Atasonu tells me that he managed to grab a copy 20 years ago, and he wrote a book. He himself wrote a book in 2020 where he dedicated a chapter to Pawuli. He sends me excerpts that has some very interesting.
If we can find the name of the publishers, we could then contact them to put
into print.
Some more in print. But I want to urge listeners to get Imo Regala's history. It's available at EPP, I think Legon Bookshop, and other places. It's a really good read. I didn't know Leman was headmaster before he became whatever he became, and the role of Imo Regala and all those people. So let's read a few more comments, and then today my main aim is actually to give you highlights of what David Ofosu-Dorte said yesterday during our discussion about the evolution of Accra as a city and some of the challenges of managing our urban spaces.
There's this message that just came in. So I'll read it as is. So it was forwarded from somewhere else by a man I respect so much. So the message says, Pawuli is the only one of the big six without a monument to his name.
Look at that.
The NPP will not honor him with one because it believes he cost them the 1979 elections, which Liman won, because Pawuli was seen as a separatist. Now, neither the CPP nor the NDC will honor him for obvious reasons. In 2012, Dr. Mensah, who sees Pawuli as his political icon, had the William Ofori-Atta Institute of Integrity at Central University to immortalize Pawuli's clean politics and anti-corruption legacy.
You see?
The institute was to offer masters and PhD in leadership and governance and biographies of exceptional persons. And then the message continues. I don't have his permission to share his
name. This is really good. So, two things. Get Eric to find the name of the book.
Okay. No, the book is
but
the author.
I think while you look for that, I think there's an important point here. You see, Bernard, talking about immortalizing the contributions of people to the development of their country. I think this particular institute that was proposed, and if it is in, so the person says that he was connected to the institute at some point. I think things like this should be deepened because it is through the academia that people get to learn some of these contributions. You know, we're struggling about some of the availability of
I even confused his name with somebody.
Exactly.
A man of my age.
It happens. We don't know everything. So the point is that when these schools are out there, people go there, they receive training. So that when they are even discussing politics, they are talking from the Pawuli,
So why can't Central University have a Pawuli Institute of Governance?
Well, that is what the person is. That's what the person is.
Maybe an annual Pawuli lecture. These are, for me, this is how society advances, right? This is not even our policy. So let's assume the politicians don't even want to do runabout. Central University can say Pawuli was a Christian. He was a lay preacher. He was considered the model of a servant leader.
Man of integrity.
You can have the Central Power Relay Governance Institute.
Yeah, that's what was proposed according to the message.
But we need to put money in it.
Yes.
Okay, that's the thing. Because if somebody needs to pay for it, so we can say there's a Power Relay annual lecture on governance and integrity in the public space.
Leadership.
You get it? Get people like Joyce Aye and co to come around. Apparently, Power Relay was even at one point the head of the Bible Society of Ghana.
Wow.
You get it? For him to say I have clean hands, it's a very good point. So let's not always wait for politicians because for obvious reasons they have their own reasons for not doing what they do.
That's right.
Societies don't advance just because of politicians.
Yeah, but
institutions must take it upon themselves to also play their role. The Smithsonian lectures in your Oxford. Who is Smith? Who is he? Why did they do it? Is it Downing Street that instituted it? No, it is people of a certain knowledge and understanding who also see the other thing. And we need to see this guy in Ghana. We don't put our money to support ideals.
What's this like that?
You get it? Societies that advance, people say, I like the idea of a leader with integrity.
Exactly.
So I am putting 1 million cedis down
to advance the school of thought
as a seed fund financing to teach our children that politics must be this way. Then 3 other people will say we also had 1 million. Then every year Central University will get up and say, okay, we are doing the Power Relay lecture. What we have rather replaced is creating awards for people. You see the problem? Instead of saying let's immortalize the idea. When you read F.L. Bartels's book on infants, it's the idea. Societies advance because of ideas, not because of hero worship.
They live on the ideas.
Okay,
live on.
so it's not because I want to see Power Relay's bust, a leader who stood for integrity in the so-called marketplace. Where are the men of integrity with means who will say, let's put together a team of professors and commission you to do a rewriting of Power Relay's biography. Central University come together and do an annual Power Relay lecture. Look for people in the public space who are honest to come and give us lectures. We do it for Akoto Ampao. I am part of a group that does annual lectures for Akoto Ampao. He influenced me as a young person, and I'm very proud to associate with him. All right, that's what advanced societies do. Let's channel some of these things and resources into, because that's how to immortalize, that's how to build great societies.
Ideology.
Don't just institute an award and rally people and just give them plaques for. And you see some of the, and I'm not trying to support someone in the business. Some of the citations, even when they read it,
they don't believe it.
Mister, when you say, this citation you are reading, where do you get it from?
Bernard, please give me a few minutes. Let me read this and to add some richness. So, William Ofori-Attah in service to his motherland as a true patriot. It's a brief profile on him. It says William Eugene Amoako-Attah Ofori-Attah was born a royal of the ancient Achim Ebuakwa kingdom and son of the Ochehene Nana Se Ofori-Attah I, KBE, one of the most prominent chieftaincy stools in the Republic of Ghana, then Gold Coast. He had all the trappings and comfort of his family's wealth, name and influence to enjoy life as many others in his circumstances would. He, however, chose to use those privileges to help push the frontiers towards helping to make the larger society a just one from which all its citizens could fully benefit. Popularly known as Power Relay, he had the best of education in his time, and at the prime of his life, he joined other progressives to found the United Gold Coast Convention, UGCC, a political vehicle that pushed the frontiers towards the march of the colony towards self-rule. He indeed lived a multifaceted life as an educationist, an economist, a lawyer, a public servant par excellence, nationalist, politician, statesman, and above all, an evangelist. He served as principal of the Ebuakwa State College in Chebi in 1940.
Look at that.
In the 1940s. He was state secretary for the Ochiman Council from 1943 to 1944, and its state treasury from 1944 to 1947, as well as president of the Ghana Bar Association. For a number of years.
A man of timber.
Yeah, from 1951 to 1954, he was elected member of the Gold Coast Legislative Council, representing the Achim Ebuakwa West constituency. He also served as chairman of the Cocoa Marketing Board, member of the Constituent Assembly that drafted Ghana's 1969 Constitution, member of Parliament for Akwetia from 1969 to 72.
He's a big man.
Minister for Education, Culture and Sports from 1969 to 71.
Wow.
And later Minister for Foreign Affairs from 71 to 72.
Wow.
But he suffered political detentions a number of times, but still retained the heart of gold that loved all men equally, irrespective of background, etc. So these are excerpts of Eric Atasonu's book, which is titled Building a 21st Century Church on a First Century Model.
Sky, give me more information about, apparently there's the Pawili annual lecture. It was instituted at Central University during Professor Yanke's time. I don't know if it's still running every year. I haven't heard of it in a while. So, it's a good one. Let me just do a birthday, 2 birthdays I forgot. Bernard, it's my daughter's birthday. She's a fan of your show. She listens every day on the way to school. Her name is Maiden Selinam Daniels. She's 9 years old, coming in from Daniel Holy. And then I want to do another one belatedly to Ohima Ejewa Atefa. Yesterday, 15th June, you were 15 years old. What a beautiful number. Yesterday, 15th June, you were 15. Student of Roman Rich School. Ohima is the pride of Ken and Joyce and the Maniforia Atefa. And she's my sweet Akokraba.
Akokraba, like
hey.
baby.
In old age, we're still firing. Please join me and my family in celebrating Ohima, thanking God for her life, and they pray for her for the news of her to continue to adorn her life and bounteous blessings. Okay. So let me correct this. So there was a Pawili annual lecture started in 93.
Okay.
Then there's a one Central wanted to also do later on. So this is different. This is 1993.
So
look, the truth is that we need
to
find the information and put it together in a proper way.
Yes,
so even if they started it as of 2026 or 25, I'm not sure if they still do it. And even if they do it, I don't think it has the same prominence it's supposed to have based on what we've discussed today. So let's support the celebration of the ideals and ideas of William Ofori-Attah.
Before we move on to other things, as we dovetailed into celebrations, let me do this quick one from Tonam, which says age counts the years, gratitude counts the reasons. Birthdays hit different when you stop counting candles and start counting blessings, lessons, and people who showed up for you. It shifts the day from I'm older to I'm grateful I'm still here to grow. Happy blessed birthday, my brother and senior friend Winfred Komivi, age in grace.
Wonderful.
We celebrate you. So
wonderful.
It's looking really great in the suit and blue tie.
All right, a couple of quick announcements. When we come back, we'll do the...
but the results have come.
Yeah, I'm coming. I want to explain what we're doing. So later in the morning, we bring you our City Business Festival on air discussion. That's around 9:25ish, because I want to play you David Fosu-Dotte's analysis of how to make Accra
work
a competitive city. It was part of our program yesterday on the City Business Festival, and I think it's a very, very important presentation that we will hear. After that, you will hear from Samuel Freitas, who's the senior dealer with global financial markets at ABSA. Our honor series today talks about investments made simple, T-bills, bond stocks, and funds. So that's around 9:30 this morning. So let's read a few comments.
It's Inyaki Williams' birthday today. So
let me take some of the comments. There's one here that's coming in from Mr. Mahama. It says, good point you guys are making. But please ask Bernard that how do we compel our schools to make history mandatory again? After your submissions on air, please, it should not end here. As reading the storybook or that. Get the schools involved. Jumping and enticing the tertiary students who may have become TikTokers will be difficult. So please, let's get back to the primary through to the senior high school and ensure that we get a lot done in that particular space.
All right, next one.
A number of other comments are in.
It says, good morning, Bernard. To have history, you have to document. We don't have a culture of documenting. People still speak in favor of oral history over digitization, calling it foreign. How do we keep records in government institutions today? we still use foolscap when technology moved away from that 30, 40 years ago. Our culture needs to evolve.
Well,
before
oral history can quickly be texted. Sky will tell you now that. So let's assume you sit with an old person to give you an oral history. There are tools that will help you write a book. Did you know that Akufo-Addo, General Mosquito, and the late Kwabena Ejie were all executives of the UNC?
Really?
Yeah. According to somebody, a friend of mine called Yao, he says General Mosquito at some point in his life, Kwabena Ejie, even Nana Akufo-Addo were all UNC people. Yeah, UNC.
Brothers,
convention are clean. No easy to challenge.
You mean I see look at
I don't lie you. They were all according to this text that if it is to be believed. Can you read the rest?
So good morning, Bernard and team. I think there's a runabout at Atomic Down around Kwabena. It can be named as Pa Willie Runabout.
No, we found the runabout.
The one I found, someone says we should name it after the one who designed the
No. The runabout we have found, we are giving to Pa Willie. It's near the Bema camp.
The Bema camp. So tomorrow we go there and commission it. You know the way your people do it at Lagos.
No, you should like the way the guy went to Scotland and went to name.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe tomorrow I'll just put on the tower and go and name.
We will go there and then we'll just
the one we like is commission. Yeah, go and name it.
Just name it. And then do the video.
We'll be like an unruly horse. I think we should write to the museums and monument board. And then, let's check what it takes. Let's check what the requirement is. Do you need a petition? Do you need a whatever? And then you see.
Ghana, the point is that we have not properly really streamlined how these things should be done. We just do things arbitrarily.
Discretion.
Of course, there must be some formal process of doing these things. Maybe it's hiding somewhere. But we do know how the presidential villa, for instance, became a political football. The University of, what do you call it? Education.
No, you're right.
Many of the universities,
we haven't come to terms with
Legon. So it's important that there's a proper way of recognizing people like this who have made profound impact on the politics, leadership, and the direction of this country.
Let me read more comments. Yabuabin from Sesano says, can you imagine that I was a student of Ibuakwa State College, Chebi, from 2009 to 2013, where we have an entire house named after Pa Willie. Until listening to this show, I didn't know much about the man. We've got to do more than just naming edifices after people who have paid their due towards the advancement of this country. Their ideas must be well taught to the next generation. Only if the powers that be will make it happen. Another one, I just listened to what you read about William Furiata. I would be grateful if you could take a shot of what you just read in the book. All right, the title of the book is what?
1 second, please.
The one that William...
Yes. It's called The Building a 21st Century Church on the First Century Model. This is Eric Atasono.
Yeah, but he quoted from he said it was a book on...
So that book is Remembering Pa Willie, William Oforiatta, The Bridge to a Peaceful Modern Society. This is what he says is out of stock. But the profile I read is in the book I just mentioned.
Good morning, Ben and team. Yeah. I think there's a runabout at Atomic Down around Kwabena.
I just did that.
It can be... Okay, this one said Ben Akufo-Addo. Okay, that one also read. This one said, good morning, Bernard. What I've learned from this CBS team is more than what I've learned in school. Top guys. Kai, God bless you. I'll name my next Achu Kleche after you. And Aloski. Do. That's coming in from Do. Okay, Do will be Caleb. So he says that you will have Achu Kleche. And then
he has a lot of work. He has a lot of work.
We'll check you back.
I forgot to see Professor Kenatefa.
Good morning.
This one said Liban was a French scholar. Did his doctoral thesis in French.
That's true.
That's coming in from
No, I'm talking about prior to that.
This
is early. If you read the book, you find that earlier in the book.
And this was said, Bernard and team, good morning. Those days, the political parties used to print their posters and flyers at Pig Farm Victory Press.
Wow.
And as kids, we used to go there to pack and load the what they print onto the vans which came. And that made me meet Pa Willie. Then, with his gray hair, the press then was operated by one Benasco. Is it the same Benasco?
I'm not sure.
I happened to meet Moro Igala at his his factory opposite the Accra High School. They used to produce soap at the factory. These were giants in the politics and the public affairs of Ghana. Moro Igala.
A couple of quick announcements. One thing I've come to appreciate is the importance of having a healthcare provider that you can trust. So if you're looking for specialist care delivered with professionalism and genuine attention, the International Maritime Hospital is the place to consider. Their experienced team and modern diagnostic facilities are all geared towards providing quality patient-centered care. Call International Maritime Hospital on 0303 220 030 or 053 519 7061. In a world moving towards sustainability, Super Cement is leading the way with LC3 technology, an eco-friendly innovation, making us Ghana's best choice. Choose Supercem Superfast 32.5 hour cement for plastering, mortar screeding, and block laying. Our heavy-duty 42.5 hour is for durable foundations, coastal works, and high-rise structural works. Supercem cement dries fast, is waterproof, and prevents moisture damage and powdery walls. Call Supercem on 055 30 60 517. That's 0553 060 517. Your child deserves more than just a school. At Penfield School Oyarifa, we are building confident, capable learners, and we've been doing this for 16 years. We are a co-educational day and boarding school running from crèche through senior high. Our unique hybrid curriculum combines GES syllabus, that's BC and WASI, with Cambridge, Checkpoint, IGC, and A levels. Admissions for the 26-27 academic year is open, but slots are limited. Call or WhatsApp Penfield on 027-233-5359. Penfield, more than a school, a launch pad. And at Omni Basic, your security is our priority. Before engaging in any financial offer or investment opportunity, please take a moment to confirm through our official channels. Remember, Omni Basic will never request for your PIN, password, card details, OTP, or other confidential information via phone call, SMS, email, or social media. Always rely on our verified communication channels and avoid sharing sensitive information with unverified sources. Call us on 030 70 86 000. Omni Basic, more than just a bank. And we all know the silence. When your rent is due and you can't pick the call. When the shop is empty and you're pretending it's fine. When salary finished 2 weeks ago and there's still 1 week to finish the month. When your goods start stuck at the port and the clearing agent keeps calling. When your business is ready but the cash isn't. That silence has a name. It's called money. Bills breaks the silence. Whether I need working capital, a salary loan, emergency cash, startup funding, your Ghana card is all you need. Call Bills on 059 69 20 833 or 0302 200 390. Break the silence. Bills got you.
All right.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Where do your hopes and dreams take flight? The money you've earned, the future shining bright. At Petra, we're not just here for your retirement plan. We are here for the life you've imagined and then some. From your child's education to your dream home's door, we'll help you achieve what you're striving for. Petra is here, steady and strong. Your wealth in safe hands, where it belongs. With investments that grow at rates that compete, we build your future with every heartbeat. That's Petra, your partner. Come joy or strife, guiding you toward the dreams that define your life. For your pensions, investments, loans, and more, visit our website at petraonline.com or call 0242 435037. Petra, achieve more.
This year, as Peduasi Valley Resort marks its 10th anniversary, join us on Father's Day to commemorate a decade of hospitality by honoring a true icon of leadership and fatherhood, Ghana's Chief of Staff, Honorable Julius Debra, at an exclusive luncheon at Sycamore Hall on 21st June 2026 from 12:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Enjoy live band performances, special gifts from our sponsors, and listen to a keynote address by the Chief Chief of Staff on balancing career, family, and legacy. For a more casual atmosphere, our Baobab restaurant will host lunch and dinner buffet with live band music. Treat Dad to the ultimate gift of relaxation with our special room and spa promotions available throughout the weekend. For reservations and inquiries, please call 0540-125-555. Peduasi Valley Resort. Live life.
Your health is your most valuable asset and it deserves expert attention. At the International Maritime Hospital, we believe health care should be personal, precise, and delivered with excellence. That's why we provide specialist-led care combining experienced doctors, advanced diagnostics, and a client-centered approach. From preventive care to specialist consultations and advanced treatment, every step is handled with precision and care. Our serene environment, modern facilities, and dedicated medical team ensure you receive the quality care you deserve every time. So whether it's for you or your family, choose care you can trust. Visit the International Maritime Hospital at Community 3, Tema, or call 0303-220-030 or 055-2222-90. International Maritime Hospital. We serve and we care.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and phone whilst I'm gone. You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
Original the drink. Choose EcoBank's infinite privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Protect yourself from germs and bacteria with confidence. Cleanse hand soap effectively kills 99.9% of germs with every use. Perfect for all your hand washing moments throughout the day. Available in a variety of variants and delightful flavors. Choose Cleanse for yourself, your family, and friends. Make Cleanse your daily essential. The GC brand. It's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
That's clean soap.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
We'll take you to that analysis of David Ofosu-Dorte yesterday on the City Business Festival Roundtable discussing cities, sustainability, investments, and more. Just before then, the biggest football tournament on earth is here. Kidbeth is bringing you the ultimate World Cup 10K challenge. Win your share of a massive $10,000 prize pool in the Kidbeth World Cup challenge by placing winning multi-bets and climbing to the top of the leaderboard. Add 3 or more selections to your World Cup betting slip. The higher your winning odds, the faster you climb the leaderboard. Check your position in real time on the Kidbet platform at kidbet.com.ga. Don't just debate the matches with your friends. Turn your expert prediction into cold hard cash today. Kidbet Bet Boss Challenge. Predict the world and win the glory. Terms and conditions apply. So let's get into David Ofosu-Dorte's presentation yesterday on resilient cities.
Everything relates to law at the end of the day, and it's important we set the context for it. So currently the context for managing cities or managing the country is set in Article 241 and various sub-articles I don't want to go into. Essentially empowers the president to divide the country into various districts for administration. But once you divide and create a district for administration, essentially it involves planning of, various forms or the other. And then you have Act 936, that's the Local Governance Act, which also, as it were, gives the operationalization of what is already set out in the article. The important point to realize is that the law in empowering the president to divide the country into districts requires him to consult the Electoral Commission. Ooh. And legally, that's a problem. I've had umpteen times to draw attention to this. The functions of the Electoral Commission are for people above 18 years who vote. Why the lawmaker has consistently tried to require the president to consult only the Electoral Commission is amazing. And I've had occasions to appear before the Decentralization Committee, various fora, and made this point that that's a basic fundamental error on the part of the lawmaker. Because to create a district or a region, you need to talk about orthophoto maps, what are the boundaries, what are the infrastructure, what are the roads, what makes it a livable environment. And very little of these have got to do with the Electoral Commission until it comes to voting. But the challenge also you find is that the Constitution also provides the Electoral Commission the power to do a census every 10 years. And after the census, we can then divide into districts. So we have suffered a bit of fragmentation as a result of that. I'll touch on that shortly. But the Electoral Commission you see on the slide is to show that they are supposed to be the entity to be consulted. I had occasion to speak to one of the foremost decentralization players in the country, and his answer to me, he's a politician, I don't want to mention his name, he said they did not even consult the Electoral Commission anyway.
But before putting their name there?
Well, no, not before putting their name there. Okay. The law has always required, post 1993, yes, but the presidents over the period have not necessarily consulted them. Then you have the creation of the NDPC. After here, I'm going to go back to the history. But the reason I put NDPC here is that NDPC was set up post the Constitution under two laws, the National Development Planning Systems Act 479 and the National Development Planning Commission Act 480. You can't have development planning without looking at it as a composite act, because you've got, for example, economic planning, financial planning, infrastructure planning, and spatial planning. Everything you develop must exist in space. Your channel office here has a place that it occupies. Okay. What was missing in the NDPC era is the spatial planning component. I know the controversy that led to that, but that's neither here nor there. So we created NDPC for a long period and required the district assemblies to develop their plans by creating what is called the district development plans, and it goes through the regional coordinating planning unit all the way to the NDPC. But there was no spatial planning component. That component belonged to the Town and Country Planning Department, as it used to be called. Now, there's another historical element of the Town and Country Planning Department that we may return to. Having said that, we have recently created from 2015 under Act 925 the Land Use and Spatial Planning Authority, which for the first time created the needed spatial planning arm of the National Development Planning Commission. And that context is very important. There are other subsidiary legislations we can talk about. For example, LI 1630, which for many years also mixed up development planning in terms of this section 1 to 9 and gave the assemblies the right to issue permit when the law actually was meant to be for structural integrity. It has since been replaced by LI 24265, and I hope to a large extent some of the errors have been corrected. And then you have the LI under 925, which is 2834. So now let's look at what happened before we go to 1993. Good. So let's see the next slide.
Okay.
Because that era will tell you what politics has done to this country, and it's often downplayed. Now, until about the 1960s, planning in Ghana only consisted of Sekondi Takoradi, Cape Coast, Greater Accra, or Accra, before it became Greater Accra, Kumasi, Swedru, and Takwa.
Oh, Swedru.
Yes. So these were the towns that officially, pursuant to the Town Planning Ordinance of 1901, and I think the British essentially wanted to sell their cement. Basically, that was one of the strategies. And then the Gaggisberg Plan of 1919, the idea was these were declared as planning districts. But by the time we got to Cap 84, they had been implemented in such an orderly manner that it actually conformed to its purpose, which is the orderly development of cities and towns. Actually, that phrase still remains in our laws, even though we don't. It's now become disorderly. But under Act 33, which was passed under Nkrumah, the town planning ordinance was, the town planning board was replaced with something we call the town planning minister. 3 or 4 things happened. One of them is the creation of 2 special cities, Akosombo and Tema. These are special cities because they did not conform to the standard and they had their own separate arrangements, and both of them were under the direct supervision of Nkrumah. So you will find that subsequent to the coming into force of the current local government ordinance, those towns often sought to get more copies of the planning applications, because you had the Esoyaman district or the VRA and the Esoyaman district playing dual role, and Tema Development Corporation and Tema Municipal Assembly playing dual role, which used not to be exist. That role was combined in the development entity previously. But from Act 33, what has happened is that town planning, until LASPA was created, moved from one department to the other. There was confusion as to where do we place it, under local government, environment, which ministry. It moved so much that Ghana is the only country where at some point town planning was under Ministry of Sports.
Wow.
Yes, it's had about 14 to 15
it's just
homes.
Been moved around.
Yes, it just been moved around. Finally, in 2014 it spanned about 2012, 2015, 309 laws, all of which had relevance to town planning, were consolidated into one to have 925. So that's kind of the current contextual framework of where we have come from. Now let me talk about the other thing which has happened. Unfortunately, post-1993, when we expected the laws to rather sustain the other development we had previously, it rather led to a fragmentation. So you can see on your screen the extent to which we have divided our regions into various districts over the period. So as at, for example, 2012, Greater Accra had 16 district assemblies. Now you may have situations where if I ask you who the mayor is Accra, you could tell me the ET Mensahs of this world, Amarteifio, all the way to Vanderpoy, etc., etc. And then the city managers, who were technocrats, were quite powerful. You knew who Kosadik was, who Fred Date, and all those people, their names were known. Similarly in Kumasi and all the rest. The other region we're studying is Sunyani, because Sunyani was carved out of Ashanti region and Nkrumah. If you go to most Sunyani towns from Broahavo region, then if you go to Sunyani, Doma, and the rest, you will find that notwithstanding that even in those days they were not very urbanized, you see clear dual carriage, well planned. They had a clear planning framework right from the beginning. So, but we come subsequently, I must say, the chiefs demand to have more authority and combine the traditional role with having to create a district. And then the politicians, in the desire to win election, promise them, and it goes on and on and on. When it comes to dividing districts, it's the only one that NDC and MPP are united. They work together.
So Ashanti has also, all right.
Yes. So let's have the next slide. What we tend to miss is that I see too many people who seem to think that Ghana's divide in terms of rural-urban is still in favor of rural. That changed long ago. We are more urbanized than we are rural.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Where do your hopes and dreams take flight? The money you've earned, the future shining bright. At Petra, we're not just here for your retirement plan. We are here for the life you've imagined and then some. From your child's education to your dream home's door, we'll help you achieve what you're striving for. Petra is here, steady and strong. Your wealth in safe hands, where it belongs. With investments that grow at rates that compete, we build your future with every heartbeat. That's Petra, your partner. Come joy or strife, guiding you toward the dreams that define your life. For your pensions, investments, loans, and more, visit our website at petraonline.com or call 0242 435037. Petra, achieve more.
So what goes into building quality structures? I mean, literally, what goes into it? Ujaf, you don't want to be sitting here somewhere worrying whether or not you did a really good job. It'd be a very simple equation. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, massa, forget it. Don't start cry. Menye, diamond cement has been providing builders, block makers, and construction companies that peace of mind for years. Diamond cement is 42.5 R grade cement. Unbeatable quality made right here in Ghana. And because we have your pocket in mind, we provide 32.5 R grade so that everybody getting on. No long talk, Jack. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, don't start. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide with factories in Aflao, Takrade, and Buipe, or call 0244 313 368 or 0540 111 978 or 0202 021 175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
This year, as Peduasi Valley Resort marks its 10th anniversary, join us on Father's Day to commemorate a decade of hospitality by honoring a true icon of leadership and fatherhood, Ghana's Chief of Staff, Honorable Julius Debra, at an exclusive luncheon at Sycamore Hall on 21st June 2026 from 12:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Enjoy live band performances, special gifts from our sponsors, and listen to a keynote address by the Chief of Staff on balancing career, family, and legacy. For a more casual atmosphere, our Baobab restaurant will host lunch and dinner buffet with live band music. Treat Dad to the ultimate gift of relaxation with our special room and spa promotions available throughout the weekend. For reservations and inquiries, please call 0540 125 555. Peduasi Valley Resort. Live life.
Hey, Charlie, these days there are Azan everywhere, and GCB Bank is on the alert to protect your money. So be vigilant. I should share my OTP with you. How can you tell me this story? Masa, one-time PIN will be group work, so don't share. Azan, they say share your PIN for them to help you. Azan, unknown link be no click so free ATM help, say. My friend, look sharp. GCB Bank will never ask for your PIN, OTP, or Ghana card details. Don't fall victim. Think before you click or send anything. Azan Boys Day Street. So DG, call 0800 422 422 free or WhatsApp 0202 422 422 when in doubt. Azan is brought to you by GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055 00 322 31. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise. This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
get into our honor series very shortly. When you buy anything, it's got to be the very best diamond, 42.5 hour grade, highest quality on the Ghanaian market. We have the 32.5 hour grade as well. Great deal for everyone. That's good value for your pocket. We've done this since the year 2000. We are rated green by the EPA. Talk to us for all your construction needs. Anyone who wishes to buy diamonds should kindly deal with the company directly. We are nationwide. Our factories are in Aplau, Takrady, and Buepe. Call us 0540-111-978. Diamond cement is still as hard as a diamond. And Petra sees your whole journey, not just your retirement, from building wealth to settling down. We have solutions for every turn. Investments to build your future, insurance to protect what matters, easy homes to unlock your own doors early. We don't just manage money, we understand your journey. Join the Petra family today and let's do life together. PetraOnline.com is where to visit. Petra, achieve more. And if you're looking for a best of flavor in every sip, discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola, perfect fit anytime. Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, and Piva Tangy. Grab yours today, available now at a local store near you, or call 0550-032231. Piva Beverages, a taste you will love. The conversation for the on-air series this morning is investments made easy, investments made simple. We'll look at treasury bills, bonds, stocks, and funds. That is coming shortly, but the biggest football tournament is here, and DSTV is giving you front row seats to all the action live. It's the FIFA World Cup 2026. And it's that time when everything can wait, even sleep can wait. With 48 teams participating, this World Cup has all the makings of history. Watch all 104 games on 4 dedicated HD channels. World-class commentary and analysis live on Super Sports on DSTV from 11th June to the 19th of July. We are your number one spot for everything World Cup. Talking about DSTV, so get your decoder today at only 69 Ghana cedis. Reconnect from as little as 58 Ghana cedis. Get ready for an experience you cannot miss. DSTV, your home of entertainment. Samuel Freitas. It's taken us through all we need to know on making investments simple. Enjoy this.
Welcome to 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 Television. It's still our honor series of the Citi Business Festival 2026, which is powered by 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 Television in partnership with Absa Bank. Our sponsors include Absa Bank, MTN, and Zondatech, as well as Petra Trust. Today, what are we talking about? Well, we are simplifying investment for you, if you like. Call it Introduction or Fundamentals of Investment if you happen to find yourself in any banking and finance class. I am Neil Lati. Welcome. Many thanks indeed for staying with us here on our honor series Citi Business Festival 2026. My guest today is Samuel Freitas, Senior Dealer Global Financial Markets at Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Samuel, thank you so much for joining us. You are welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Senior Dealer Global Financial Markets. That sounds like a very big role, isn't it? What do you do?
Thanks for that. So broadly in the bank, the Global Financial Market unit takes care of the client scope where we look after investors, number one. We look after importers. We look after other banks, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 banks we have conversations with government, and then we also talk to some offshore fund managers and offshore investors alike. And product-wise, broadly, our product borders around FX. We have FX conversation, we have investment conversation, and we have some risk management in terms of interest rate risk and then FX risk conversations with clients broadly.
I see. So the basic, role of a bank is financial intermediation. So when you take the deposit of customers, your department or what you do is look for those special purpose vehicles, both local and offshore. Invest the monies and then see the returns that you can give to your clients. Is that it? I really want to understand what you do.
You could say that, but not entirely that. Yes.
What more is there to it?
So, I mean, we have a bank is regulated, right? We have what we can and we cannot do, right? So depositors' money are protected in every institution, including ourselves. And what we do there is to actually serve clients' needs, right? So typically you have maybe an importer who is looking for FX, or you have a fund manager who is looking to invest cash, or you have an individual who wants to buy a treasury bill. Those are the kind of conversations that we have. An institution who wants to come to the capital market to lift money. Those are the conversations that we have.
Interesting. Yeah. Which means that investment is one of the things you do, which is why you are here.
100%.
Okay. So investment made simple. We are looking at treasury bills, we are looking at stocks, we are looking at bonds. But before we go into those areas more specifically, I really want you to lay the foundation for us. Savings, investment. I know they are not the same.
Okay.
Break it down for me.
Thank you very much. So basically, savings, typically, culturally, when we're growing up, some parents, including mine, taught us to put money away in a box, right, which is the savings. And typically, you will have banks allowing you, like ourselves, to have a savings account. So putting money away for future use is savings. Investment, on the other hand, is making sure that the money that you've put away is being put to work to generate some form of return so that you'll be able to cover a financial goal, a future financial goal. So those are the two distinctions between savings.
One has returns, the other doesn't have.
Not necessarily. I mean, some savings accounts could return you something, but I can tell you that majority of them will not give you something that will cover inflation, which is obviously one of the key reasons why people invest.
Okay, I like the distinction you've brought to the conversation. So I want us to get practical right from the outset. For somebody who has not invested before or who is new to investment, what would you say is the best investment option for that particular person, making it the safest starting point?
Yeah. So for a start, I typically, advise that you start with maybe treasury bill and then what we call the money market funds, right? You have to start where the risk is the lowest and perhaps, the lessons are cheaper, right? So for treasury bill is typically backed by government. In Ghana, most treasury bill is backed, even though we have some corporates that have issued short-term durations, but treasury bill is backed and bonds are backed by government. And your return is known even from the onset. It's liquid. If I say it's liquid, any other bank can buy your treasury bill if you are looking for the money back. And then the other option, which is the money market fund, is also run by the investment houses, right, where they pool money together and then invest it in various assets. The advantage there too is that it's professionally managed, so you're able to, the work that you ordinarily have to go to school to do, a professional will do it for you for a very small fee.
I see.
Yeah.
So do I take it as you first have to save before you go in for investment? Or when I get money, I can just go in for investment? Is there a threshold that maybe I should be saving to this particular level before I go and invest? Or any amount of money that I have, investment should be the first port of call?
Yeah, I mean, it could be your own strategy, right? It's best to build on savings, right? But, there are investment houses that allow you to invest as little as 50 cedi. So you can do both. Both are not a wrong way or wrong path to create wealth, right? So you can either put money down and then invest it within a short time period, or you can start straight away by investing in things like mutual fund.
Okay. You've explained treasury bill. I know we have the 91-day bill, the 182, and then the 364-day bill. So 3 months, 6 months, and then, a year. And each of these has its own, interest rate, which is why you said that you can know the return right from the beginning. Yes. So let's talk about mutual funds specifically now, and then bring in the conversation regarding bonds and stocks.
Mutual funds, I like to look at it in terms of maybe returns and then duration. Mutual funds, like I alluded to earlier, they are basically run in the investment houses, right? The banks don't run mutual funds. And these are regulated entities, and they are backed by strong investment management, and they are able to also generate good returns because these are people who have actually, gone to school and they learn the craft of investing money. Now, they pool money together, like I said earlier, and they're able to come to institutions like ABSA and buy financial instruments which generate return. They buy things like bonds, they buy things like T-bills. So the same instruments that you could buy yourself, a mutual fund, can do it more professionally, if I should put it that way. Because the nature of a bond investment is such that, an example, it pays interest semi-annual, right? So if you don't have the discipline to reinvest those interests that are paid every 6 months, you lose the real value of doing that investment. But if you give your money to a mutual fund, they have that fiduciary duty to make sure that your money is growing, and they will be disciplined enough to sort of invest the return that comes from a bond. On equities and stocks, those are basically investing in ownership of companies, right? So the risk return are a bit more higher, right? You expose yourself to a higher risk, and the same way your returns can also be higher. Typically, the advice is to take the listed companies, right? You find them on the Ghana Stock Exchange. These days, we've seen a very strong interest there, and it's quite a good thing for the market.
But my question is, do banks help customers, invest in stocks? Because you first have to get your CSD account, right, if you want to buy
Correct.
stocks. I know for treasury bills and then mutual funds and, even fixed deposits, the banks can help you.
Yes.
But for stocks, which you say a lot of interest is there now, how do the banks come in? Do they have a role to play?
Thanks. So currently, I don't think any bank, can sell you a stock, because before you do that as an institution, you need what we call the licensed dealing member. And some banks have, other units, like a brokerage house, right, that can do that for you. So you can, find the information is on the SEC website, right? List of authorized brokers. You can find them and then visit them, talk to them. They will set you up on the CSD, and then you'll be able to purchase stocks from the stock exchange.
So what are the common misconceptions people have when it comes to savings and investment?
This is an interesting part of our investment journey. So what I've had or what I've heard typically is investment is for rich people.
Why isn't it?
I mean, so the idea of investment or investing is to fulfill a financial need, right? If your salary is 2,000 cedi and you have a future need and you can put 5 cedi down every day and invest it later, that's what you have. And I believe that that's what you should do. So the entry point for investment is unlimited. It doesn't have a cap, which is only, meant for rich people. So I mostly advise people that the key thing is to start early. The other misconception that I hear a lot is, the loss of trust. We've gone through, as a country, we've gone through, a period where, people have lost money in diverse ways. They are all regulated entities. You can check with the regulator if you're not too sure. So yeah, those misconceptions exist, but investment is also, a way to go rather than leaving your money down.
It's interesting how a lot of investment analysts or even financial sector players say that T-bills are safer. It makes it sound as if the others are not safe. Maybe there's an opportunity for you to really demystify that myth.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I also hear that, but also because of where we've been before as a country. But I think T-bills, due to their nature, right, in terms of duration risk, they are easily managed, right? And in my lifetime, I've not heard that there's a default on a treasury bill, a government treasury bill. It's quite safer than.
You are still watching and listening to the honor series of the Citi Business Festival 2026. We are talking about investments made simple. My guest is the Senior Dealer Global Financial Market at Absa Bank. He's walked us through the fundamentals of investment. When we return from this breather, I will be looking at how regulation and diversification matter in the scheme of things. Stay with us. You are welcome back. I'm Neela Taylor here with the honor series of the Citi Business Festival, talking to Samuel Attah-Mensah, Senior Dealer Global Financial Markets at Absa Bank, leaving us with a clear understanding of how to start investing, not only safely but also deliberately. Well, Samuel, before we went on that break, you had given us some of the rudiments when it comes to investment. I pick regulation, I also pick inflation, and also how and why people should look out for short-term and long-term investment. Let's begin and continue with this. Inflation, which is why I say that people should not only save but also invest, because inflation can eat up your money.
Correct.
If you don't invest. How does that happen?
Right. So inflation is typically explained basically as the rate at which prices of goods and services go up. So let's say you save money, right, and you don't invest it. You're likely going to end up in the future having less of value for that money that you've saved. So for example, a bag of rice that was 200 cedi today, maybe you're saving to buy that rice in future. If you're not investing, inflation, which is currently in Ghana around 3.7, should eat part of the value of that money that you're going to use to buy the rice. So inflation becomes I see it as a bedrock of which one of the bedrocks of which you should pick your investment choices, because it becomes the foundation on top of which you want to grow your money and always be above it, so that at the end of the day you'll be able to purchase your desired goods and services.
More or less like protecting your, purchasing power.
Exactly.
I see. Let's talk about regulation now. I know banks are regulated by the Bank of Ghana, investments by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Now, people would typically want to give their money to, a custodian they believe they can trust.
Right.
A custodian they believe they can, trust. Now, if I am going to give my money to any financial institution, what should I be looking out for? How do I tell or even determine that this is a safe investment, place?
Good. So this is a very important question because of obviously where we've been, through as a country. And I can tell you that it's very easy to do that, right? The simple way to start is to visit the SEC website or each regulator of the entity that you are putting your money in. The SEC is a regulator for most investment houses, right? All investment houses. So you could find a list of, good standing institutions where you can put your money to. That's the first thing. We also think that you should also look out for, scams and and things like that, because sometimes an investment opportunity come to you and it's like it's too good to be true, right? Somebody can come and promise you 100% over a month or 50% over a month. Those are the things, those are the red flags that you should also find out what exactly is going into achieving that return that they are giving you. Some of these things come through WhatsApp these days, so, and they put some kind of pressure on you for you to make the decision. I can tell you that no regulated investment house will give you a time-bound investment where if you don't come, you miss out. So some of these things are red flags that I believe listeners should pay attention to.
So first has to do with the tenor. If the returns are coming in shorter than expected, you should look out for it. If the returns are also higher than what the regulators or what the market is determining, you should be on the lookout.
Good.
And if you are under undue influence, they are pressurizing you, it should
100%.
Signal something to you.
100%.
Okay, so 3 quick points over there. Now, you had earlier mentioned the difference between T-bills, bonds, stocks, mutual funds. And I believe that all of these will have, maturities or durations, which is short-term, long-term, right? So if I want to invest, at what point do I say that, well, I need to go in for a short-term investment or a long-term investment, which is the ideal situation for what I'm investing or saving against?
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said earlier, investment is mostly driven by your financial goal. Everything else flows from there. So if you're starting an investment journey, you have to define that by what you want to achieve in the future. So if you're looking to maybe pay your infant child's university fees, treasury bill up to maybe the bonds level are easier way. They are backed by government and guaranteed by liquidity is there. You can always get your money out. If your outlook or your need is far out in the future and you're young, you can risk out a portion of your money in equities. One other thing that you should also consider is your risk tolerance level, right? You have to think about it. If you're somebody who cannot sleep with the fluctuation of price of your investment, for example, if you buy stock, for example, and each day you check the price is going down and up, and you don't have the stomach for it,
you'll be alarmed.
Then it's not your thing, right? You move on to something easier you can do. The other thing too is the flow of your income, right?
Your cash flows.
Your cash flow, your flow of your income. For someone who is, have irregular cash flow, for example, you buy or you sell phones, you could have a very good month or you could have, a very poor month. You should stick to short-term investment because perhaps maybe you have dependencies, right? And you may need money. And if you do that, if you go buy maybe a long-term bond, you are likely to break that and then lose the value that you would have ordinarily have. For those of us that do 9 to 5, that we have a bit of surety in income, you can, layer and put aside a good amount in long and then short term. So those are the dynamics that
I see. So realistically, if you have school fees to pay in, say, 3 months, that is not when you go and, invest in stocks.
Stocks, correct.
Okay. I see. Interesting. I'm talking to Samuel Attah-Mensah. He is the senior dealer global financial markets at Absa Bank Ghana Limited, talking to us here on the honor series of the City Business Festival 2026. We are wrapping up the conversation, but he's going to leave us with 2 key things where diversification comes in, as well as the role Absa is playing in terms of investment and, savings. Which one do you want to take?
We can look at diversification. Now, diversification is simply a very strong risk management tool for investment, right? If you look at the structure of your investment, you can't always, the old adage of not putting all your eggs in one basket, it still holds for an investment strategy. So it's very good, or it's advisable, or it's valued to not put all your money in one basket. You could spread your money across several asset classes to be able to get a return, so that in an event that one asset is falling, or the value of one asset falls, the other picks up, and then you end up with a very nice portfolio that is strong and resistible to shocks, right? So diversification is very important in choosing the path of investing.
So diversification, that's the pathway, right?
Yes.
So is it that if I have, let's say, a lump sum and I want to invest, is there a general or golden rule to it? Do you say I put X amount in, say, treasury bills, Y amount in bonds, and then Z amount in stocks. You have done this job for a very long time. So maybe for somebody who is beginning the investment journey, as we wrap up the conversation, just walk us through really what the ideal and realistic, situation is. Because, one thing is that people invest 2 weeks, 1 month. They say, I have need for the money. I really want to go in for my money. So just tell us what the ideal and realistic situation looks like in this whole investment journey.
Yeah, I mean, people will tell you, will give you ratios, right? But for me, I believe that your age in investing, timing is very important. You cannot be 60 years old and still be buying real estate and chasing tenants for your rent, right? So age is one of the key considerations. When you're 60, balancing or diversifying your portfolio means that perhaps you put more of your money in fixed-term, short-term investment, where the maturity is shorter, there's more liquidity there, you can easily get in and out, so that if you have need, you get it and be able to, sort out your issues. And when you are younger, then you can take some more risk, right? For example, age like yourself, you can decide to take more risk on the stock market and then leave, a little bit of it in there. So really, it depends on your lifestyle. You have to just let your lifestyle and your circumstance in terms of your age dynamics play in laying or doing the diversification of your portfolio.
Amazing. Now talk to me about what ABSA is doing. How do you guys come in this whole conversation of investment, savings, and building generational wealth, if you like? Okay,
so at ABSA, what we are looking at doing currently, or what we've been doing over the past week, we've been a very strong member of this financial market, right? We've played key role in various points, and we continue to be a market leader in this front. In terms of investing, for personal investing, we have an app, right? A banking app where you can buy treasury bills from. You can also walk to our branches and buy all these financial instruments that I talked about, except stocks. In terms of knowledge sharing, one of the things we're doing, which is why I'm here today, is to spread the word that treasury bill still matters, even though we've gone through treasury bill and bonds still matters, even though we've gone through a DDEP process. We also have things that we do for the youth, called Ready to Work. We try to educate people or the youth on the essence of work and then investment alike. So these are some of the things that we are doing as a bank.
Leave us with one word or one statement if you want to get our investments and savings right.
So the key thing that I would say is that stay patient, be consistent, and don't chase after high yields.
So patience, consistency, and then also don't be chasing high yields. The concluding remarks of Samuel Attah, Senior Dealer, Global Financial Markets at ABSA Bank Ghana Limited, concluding for us another educative and exciting episode of our honor series of the Citi Business Festival 2026, which is powered by 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 Television in partnership with ABSA Bank, sponsored by ABSA Bank again, MTN, Zonate Ghana Limited, and Petra Trust. I'm Ni Lati.
The listening. My name is Caleb Kuda. We started the show with Bernardino, Koku, Avle, Richard Delaskai. Many thanks to Fred Tetijabano, Sheba Abba, Bennett, Samuel Akom, and Godfred Abeku Odum, the richest man. Now Oyo Kwote, the headmistress of the school teacher. She's taking over your airwaves to spread love and some wisdom and some great vibes. Thank you for making us your number one, 97.3 Citi FM relevant radio always. Have a blessed day in all you do. Cheers.